Let's do this. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Sunday, April 19th, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bigo Gordon.
It's Christmas again, man. It's like we're finding the male Christmases left and right now. It's like we had the Masters and now we have the draft.
Yeah.
Best time of the year.
No, it just doesn't seem to end. I feel like we're waiting for a lull. I don't know if we'll ever get one.
No. Now we're in the full swing because after the draft, it'll be just picking apart the draft.
Yep.
And then it'll be, the closure of free agency. And then maybe after all of that, after the draft, after free agency, maybe you'll find out if you have a quarterback or not.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. It's the same story, different year.
Dude, and he promised. It's like, you promised me. This is a toxic relationship you have with this guy.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers. He's like, I'll totally call you. And you're just waiting by the phone.
With bated breath.
Yeah.
Hoping for that.
It's like, he's really a good guy, guys. Like, guys, it's... No. And you compound that with McCarthy coming into town, and I wonder, they've got to be talking to each other. They know each other. They've got a history.
How could they not?
So he's like, listen, again, just come out and say, it's like, I don't want to go to OTAs. I don't want to do all that extra crap. So I'm just going to feign retirement for a minute until I don't get asked about, why aren't you at OTAs? Why aren't you at this? And you can just get away with this scot-free.
Yep.
But again, it's like, we talked about this already, and I hate the guy for doing this to you. And usually I love seeing you in misery, but I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy's team. This is just a freaking nightmare.
It's not like he won NFL MVP.
No.
He wasn't first team All-Pro.
I mean, he didn't even make the Pro Bowl, and Shedeur Sanders did.
I know. No, I know. He played, I think, maybe one or two good games all year. The rest were maybe a quarter in a game he played well. That last game against the Ravens to get into the playoffs, not great.
Yeah.
But somehow got in there. But yet we're waiting on him like he's Tom Brady.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But, we'll get into it. I'm sure maybe it'll have an effect on what one of our first topics is going to be, the NFL draft.
Yep.
We are not going to go through the whole thing. We do not have the time, and we know we run long anyways. And, as much as we would take the whole, if we were doing this every single day, we would do 3 days of just draft.
Oh, yeah.
But we do it weekly. We've got lives. We've got jobs.
Yeah.
Until somebody pays us the big bucks, we're going to have to stick to just cramming the NFL draft, top first 15 picks.
Yep.
Plus, we'll keep bringing the Steelers because, one, it's your team, and two, they're the host. They're the host of the most this year on multiple reasons, but we'll get to that too.
Okay.
I'm driving right to that first because I'm excited. I'm excited for the draft.
Me too.
But we love to talk about the weekend stuff, man. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Did a little bit more work, of course.
Okay.
Went with my wife. We went up to your recommendation for the little nursery to get some more.
You did. You went over to the nursery. Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
It was one. But yeah, we got some mulch.
Okay.
Finished some areas.
All right.
Got the old green thumb going again. That was nice.
Yeah. All right.
So spent the day outside because, well, it's still hot as can be in our house without AC.
You still don't have AC.
Don't have AC.
Oh my God, dude.
Today was kind of nice. The rain, it's a little cooler. It's manageable. Not any days in the 90s anymore.
Okay.
But man, those first couple of days were rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully we have this pretty heavy duty unit that you kind of have to jam into the window so that it can take in the humidity and use it. That thing was a lifesaver. But anywhere else in the room you go, hot as could be.
Hey.
So it's we're hoping to get some traction tomorrow.
Okay.
Crossing the old fingers.
Yeah.
Parents are coming into town on Friday, or supposedly now.
Supposedly now.
I don't know if they're going to want to
Yeah, with no heat. Yeah, we're gonna stay home for a little bit
Well,
longer.
they are from Florida, so they do like the house a little
Yeah, they get a
hot.
little humid, a little heat.
So
There's
maybe
nothing
they'll
wrong with
still.
that.
I mean, plus, son, they love me. They're gonna come up and visit me no matter what, right?
Right, of course, yeah. No, I think that ship sailed. I feel like after a certain age, they're like, okay, we can be real with you. You suck.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hang out with you. Like, you've gotten this way. We've gotten you to where you are now,
Yeah.
and we don't have to feign interest in your crappy whatever you're doing. Not that that's you. I'm not saying that.
No, you're right though.
But I mean, just in
actually kinda
generality, it's just like I think my parents adore me, but now when we were kids, they would like drop what they're doing to help you or to be with you.
Yeah.
Not the case now. It's like there have been multiple times where I've invited my parents out for like, hey, we're gonna take the kids to this, we're gonna do this, and they're like, we got better things to do,
Yeah.
and they're just like bounce, and I'm like, good on you,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna, their world does not revolve around us anymore.
I think when you get to be that age, with you having kids and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
I think you'll fully kind of.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I was like, you can ask me for favors, but I'm not always gonna say yes
Yeah.
from now on.
Yeah.
And if if you're doing something like we're gonna take the grandkids apple picking, I'm like, that sounds boring as hell. I'm not doing that. Like,
Please take that.
I was like, you're doing this on like Super Bowl Sunday? Pass. Like, I was like, read the room, man. Come on, I'm retired. Like, I'm watching football.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. You know, you got the parents coming. Hopefully, so what's the timeline on the AC? You're getting it back? Is that why you want to hang out with me all the time in my house because you're like, I got no AC?
Yes, it's nice and cool in
I
here.
knew it. Yes, it is. I even cranked it down for you. Now I'm just rubbing it in your face. I'm like, oh, it's so cool in here. I love it.
Need it for it.
I was like, I could get all sultry and just like rub ice cubes. I'm like, oh man, it feels so
I can just
good.
imagine like the text. It'll be like when you were living in Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
It'll be winter
yeah.
in.
And we just be out on a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give Jimbo any ideas. Now he's gonna start just cranking those out
Of course.
in the fall.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
No.
Well, actually, he has a few times.
Yeah. But you like the nursery? You liked it,
It's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Bigger
bad.
than I thought.
right? That's what she said. Okay, okay, I got it in. We can move forward. No real excitement on me on the weekend. We're packing up for yet another trip. Going back to DW and Darkness State of Florida.
But very far from.
Very far from.
Yeah.
You forget how big our Florida is when you like pinpoint, okay, they're in Jacksonville, we're going to Miami. That's gotta be a hop, skip, and a jump,
It's like
right?
8 hours, isn't it?
Ugh, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, that's as long as it almost takes me to get from Central Virginia to Jacksonville.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Holy cow.
It's a big state. Or big
It's a big
country.
state, and well, yeah, and it's a big country. But it's also, the traffic in Florida is just a nightmare in some spots. But yeah, it's like, I'm teasing Darkness and Dibby because I popped in Tampa like last week.
Okay.
And then I'm in Miami. I'm going everywhere except for where they are.
You're trying to send some kind of message to them.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, and DW will vouch for me for this, is that I failed to mention that we were recording while I was in Tampa, and he's like, if I had known, I would have driven there just to be a guest on the podcast. So shout out to DW making that, or potentially would have made that trek if I had made it known. But we're still getting our feet wet with this whole recording thing, man. It's still taking us forever to get this thing freaking working. And this one's probably going to botch. We know there was a few botches on the last recording. We don't know why. We're still tracking that out. Thank you for hanging through. We're still babies in this. We're babies.
There's a lot that goes on that I did.
You have no idea. Yeah, it's like we make it look great, but man, there's a lot behind the scenes. But yeah, so my weekend was, getting ready for this next trip. And we took the kids out, and we just got family tennis rackets because my son is doing tennis now.
Hi.
And it got rained out this morning. It had a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
So we're like, we'll just grab some rackets. We'll just all go out and play. And, man, it's like I'm a little rusty. Like, my wife's a little rusty. And my kid's just... right now, I don't know what's with him with the racket. And because it's like, I'm like... Okay, he played baseball. There's some association there.
Absolutely.
It's like, you're doing the same form, you're swinging. But for some reason, when he gets the racket in his hands...
2 hands and a baseball.
No, well, he started with that, and I was like, try it with one hand, because again, in baseball, he's trying to swing as hard as he can.
Yeah.
So when he's swinging with a racket, he's spinning like a top. He's like, and he like spins in a circle, and the ball goes every direction. And I'm like, plant your feet. And and so I was like, maybe try it with one hand. Got a little bit better, but man, he's got some work to do. He's no Nadal right now. He's no Federer.
He's young.
Yes. But I got to start him early.
Yeah. Did you by any chance just be like, "Hey, son, just to show you what potential you have."
I just rip one down his throat.
Did you
No,
fire a
no, I did not. I did on the
not at him, but
no.
did you just
I well, that's a little rusty, you know. It's like I rifled a few and I rifled one at my wife, and it got her right on the wrist. So she's like, "Ah!" And I'm like, "Oh, sorry." Like I'm still, so I can't control these guns sometimes. Like, they just like, go off sometimes. But no, that was we'll see how that goes. Again, I know that we're called the undrafted and overconfident. I'm not overconfident in him going pro, but hey, if he can get a scholarship on some tennis club,
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
that'd be great.
Yeah. You know what else I heard? I was visiting some people, and we're going on a little sidetrack very early on this. But when I was in Tampa, I was talking with some of my coworkers that are down there. Of course, they're just talking golf because there's the Masters, and they're all golf heads. So they're golf this, golf that, and I'm like, yeah, golf, yeah, totally. I was
Yeah,
like,
love it.
I can fake it until I make it when it comes to golf conversations.
You know enough to get through.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they ask me about what's a dog ear, like
Dog leg,
dog
dog.
dog ear left or right or something like that, or it's like that's a slice or that's a. I'm like, I don't know, is that left or right? I was like, I have no idea. So, but yes, I can feign it. But one of the guys, his sister plays on the college team for, I think it's like Eastern Kentucky. It's not like a
Okay.
Division One,
Yeah.
but she got a full ride. And they were talking about how it's like these golf college teams, they cannot fill the scholarships. So I'm putting a club in my daughter's hand
As you
like
should.
now.
As you should.
Get a free ride.
Look, we saw. There's a reason why all the 1 seeds make it in the women's basketball.
It's not a lot of depth,
There's not a lot.
especially with TikTok. It was like, I don't need to go to college. I'm just gonna just do TikToks.
Golf, swimming,
Yeah,
gotta be much easier.
yeah.
I mean, look, I love my sister to death. I did
Yes.
not think she was a very good soccer player. Full ride. to
Full ride.
Division One
D1, yeah.
college. And I
Yeah.
was like, her?
her. Shots fired to the Semko sis. All right, we're coming out hot.
And congratulations, getting married at the end of June.
Hey,
Right
congratulations!
around my birthday, stealing my thunder.
She's always, yeah, it never ends with that
Yeah.
sister of yours.
Playing soccer in college. I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Taking that away from me.
Well, you and my wife share a birthday, so now I'm mad at her because she's taken away from my wife's birthday.
Yeah. The gall.
This is just the complete audacity.
Maybe I just won't go.
That's what. Wow, yeah, that'd be a harsh. It's like, sorry, I'm celebrating my birthday.
Yeah.
I can't come to your party because it's my birthday.
First anniversary of my 40th.
First anniversary. You're gonna be like it's like I'd say you're gonna be 21 like 5 times. Like the ladies. It's like I'm turning 21 for the 5th time. Is there a joke I hate more than that? I can't stand that joke. Oh my god.
Nails on a chalkboard.
When I'm turning 21 for the 9th time. You're 30. Act like you're 30. Jesus.
It's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
You're not fooling anybody. You look 30.
Who are you talking to?
No.
Yeah, I know. Me? I look 30? I'll take it. I didn't feel 30 on our last podcast. I felt like I was about 80 on my deathbed when I was chomping down on that
That was hot, man.
Fuego chocolate. Again, I think you did it off camera. Or did you do it on camera?
Right at the end, I did it on camera.
Solidarity, we had the punishment. I did the flaming anus. I'm going to keep calling it just because you give me crap about, being a potty mouth on this cast.
That's
so
fine.
I'm just going to call it a flaming anus. Chocolate, and it was rough. There was one, I think I told you, it's like I went the wrong route. It's like I realized later you got to chew it up front.
Yeah.
And then let it kind of dissolve before it gets back there. The second one, I think it just right to the back of my throat, and I was like, "That's a spicy meatball." So my godfather, yeah. But yeah, that was not fun. That was not fun. But in solidarity, you took one little piece. And you got to feel the heat a little bit, so you knew I wasn't faking it.
No,
that was not fun.
Like the side of my mouth, I chewed it on like one side of the mouth, and that side was almost like when you get like the dentist, like Novocaine. Like, it wasn't that bad, but you could feel it like tingling, almost numbing.
I thought you were just like the old Head and Shoulders commercials where it's like, I put Head and Shoulders on this side, and Ray said, I could feel the tingle on this side. That's what it felt like. It's like I feel the tingle on this side.
It's true though.
Yeah. Yeah, but I made it through. I know so many people were concerned. Thank you for your concerns. I was telling Semko and a couple of you guys, I was like, total false advertisement though. Way worse going in than coming out.
I am happy about that for you. I am.
It's either like nothing changed. So either false advertisement or I've got a horrible
Yeah.
like exiting like issue, and it's like that was just par for the course. I have no idea.
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe get that.
I need it. Maybe I do. It's like because again, it's like it's not like we to say we don't talk about BM. It's like, hey, how was your BM this weekend? Like we don't talk about you don't talk about that in regular conversation.
No.
So
Maybe.
you know nothing but what's going on with you. You're like, this is normal, right? And then for all you know, you're like, oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And so you're like, wait, it shouldn't be like dark red when it comes out.
For 5 years?
like blood clots? It shouldn't be doing that? You're like, no.
So?
So yeah, maybe I should go check that out. But yes, I feel good. The next day wasn't great. I was a little worried because after we recorded, my stomach was not great.
Oh, okay.
It was like, and it wasn't like I was gonna puke or anything like that. It was just like that was not fun.
Yeah.
What you just put in here. Did not like it.
Maybe like the milk and chocolate itself, maybe that kind of has a soothing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you're supposed to drink milk when you have something spicy because it helps like clear the coat. Like you're not supposed to drink water with spicy stuff.
No.
Because it like only like swishes the spiciness around. Did you know this?
I didn't know exactly why, but I had always heard that.
Yeah, like, milk over water. Yeah. So the milk chocolate, and maybe that's why I was able to recover so quickly. And I was like, I'll just keep eating it. Because like you said, at first it was like crap, but I made it through the pot last time. I didn't have to quit.
It seemed like a couple bites, you were just like, oh, that's hot. Okay, back onto the segment. Whereas a couple of them,
It kind of, like I said, it's all about how you bring it in. That that'll really kind of just screw your day up. For sure.
But I'm glad. I'm definitely glad because I had nothing, like I said in the last podcast, nothing but positive benefits after the cold plunge. And you were just gonna go.
I know. Yeah, there's no possible positive, outcome for me. No. It was just like you're either gonna be normal or it's gonna be a bad day the next day.
It was decently tasty.
It wasn't
chocolate bar.
Yeah, for a super crazy spicy chocolate bar. Yeah, the chocolate wasn't bad. It wasn't like Reese's chocolate where they're using fake chocolate. No. I read that. It was like legit milk chocolate. It was 100%. But what else is 100% is the draft is coming up, guys. We've got so much to talk about. We are not going to go through the whole draft. We're going to do the first 15 and the Steelers pick for, solidarity. We're going to do our picks. We're repping our stuff. We got our towels. We got our garb on.
Yep.
I even got some overconfidence. What hat are you wearing today?
Smoky Mountains National Park.
Okay. That's nothing.
It's Tennessee, though.
Yes, I know.
That I want to bring you to.
What? Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's right. That doesn't say that you want to. So, hey, maybe we'll see you drafting a Tennessee guy on this draft. Who knows?
We'll see.
Oh my God! Spoiler alert.
A team that you're interested in? We'll see.
A team that I'm interested in.
Oh wait, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like in a good way or a bad way? Probably a bad way.
Perhaps.
Yes. Okay. I kind of see. We're already kind of reading to it. But this is the culmination of so much stuff. People like the free agency obviously had an effect on it. We already had our first trade right before the draft. Huge. Dexter Lawrence going to Cincy. They're like, who needs a one of the best pass rushers in the game? We'll just bring Sexy Dexy into town. Dude, make all things better.
He's probably wondering the defensive end.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's probably sitting there thinking, I should have just left seasons ago. They're just literally going to pay Dexter Lawrence all this money.
I know.
Wouldn't pay me for like 3 years.
That's a slap in the face.
That's the business side of the NFL that I can't stand.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they didn't have the money.
Yeah.
They just did nothing that whole entire defense.
Yeah, it's wild. And Trey Hendrickson's the guy that, for some reason, maybe it's just because it's a very boring name, Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, all I wanted to do was get paid. And you wouldn't do it, and then the minute you guys get this guy, and you traded a first-round pick for this guy.
You did.
And you paid him.
Yep. That's something you hate doing. You hate.
Oh, I hate. I hate it. So I'm just glad that I'm pissed off that the Giants are on the receiving end of this because they got 2 picks, and they didn't have to pay a guy. And no offense, like Dexter Lawrence is probably one of the best interior defensive lineman in the entire league. But I still think that this trade favors the Giants.
With where the draft is and so many, like we talked last episode, so many really, really good players in the depth. Yes, having number 5 and 10, good chance one of those hits well. If not, both are solid.
Yeah, and the Giants are one of those teams that have a lot of holes to fill.
Yeah,
So, this could work out in spades for them.
I know.
It really could.
Well done by your boy, Sean.
Yeah. He's somehow saving his job right now. We'll see once Jackson Dart falls flat on his face.
I know.
But he slam dunked on the head coach. They got John Harbaugh. He brought over Isaiah Likely with him, so they're already trying to build, out that team.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they're able to continue to compound that in the draft. But yes, so the trades, obviously free agency has already kind of come, and that'll have ripple effects on what goes on in the draft because, again, it's not truly free agency, but, the Rams got another trade, got the corner from the Chiefs. The Chiefs signed Kenneth Walker. So they have a hole they no longer need to fill a running back. So all of these things, and of course the combine, and you see these people come in every year that just wow you at the combine, shoot up the draft board, and then just fall flat on their freaking face.
Yeah.
And it's usually the Raiders that pick the guy. Saw it do it with Hayward Bay.
Yeah.
Henry Ruggs, now that was a different beast, but still they screwed the pooch on that. And they have a chance to screw this up too with the first overall pick. We'll get to it, but there's one speedster that I think could have probably gone really high in the draft if he was allowed to compete in the combine.
Ooh.
But for rules, unbeknownst to me,
Yeah.
wasn't even invited. This guy is as fast as Usain Bolt, and I'm not even exaggerating.
But
Usain Bolt
couldn't go to the combine.
Well, couldn't go to the combine. You want to know why?
Why?
He's a freaking robot.
Oh no.
Yeah, so China apparently there's like 2 robotics companies in China that have announced that they've got a humanoid robot that can run at speeds of up to 10 meters per second. That is 10 yards.
Yeah.
They can run 10 yards per second, which is right where Bolt is for his speed. Like, we are in Terminator days. We are in Skynet days. These things, why are we making these things run so freaking fast?
I have no idea.
But yeah,
we're just going to get to the point where we're not going to be safe walking outside of our houses because we're going to have robots just running around.
Just full speed. And you've seen all the
faster.
Well, they're only get faster, and it's like they don't have the ability to stop on a dime. Like maybe I'm not saying Usain Bolt, but you don't have that kind of reactionary,
that Tyreek Hill,
that fast, that twitch, that quick twitch. Like how many of those you've seen them nonstop, and they still come on, even though they're doing advances in robotics of just the hilarity of these things just eating shit, like tripping over air and just falling flat on the face. Imagine doing that at that speed.
Yeah, kill somebody.
Yes, you're gonna just impale somebody.
I mean, we already do have though. Well, I don't know the name of the league, but it is basically the steroids league. That I don't know if it's officially out there, but it's been looked at being started. I forget what it's called, but you can take whatever you want. Not going to test.
Oh, yes, I do remember this. Hey, why didn't we talk about this in our sports, our wild sports programs? We should have. The Steroids League. Yeah, and they had like a Steroids Olympics, didn't they? Where they could just, I think it was, yeah, they're like, yeah, Olympics, but there's no testing.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want, and we're going to see how much better we are, like hitting PRs and everything like that. But anyways, continue.
But now we can have the all robot league.
Yeah.
That's going to be scary.
Remember the old, what was it, Robot Wars? BattleBots.
Yeah.
BattleBots. The BattleBots now are going to be crazy. They can run, and you put weapons on it. They can stand upright as humanoids. It's going to be like the combination of BattleBots and UFC. And every... See, yeah, that really just accentuates our bloodlust, right?
Yeah.
Where it's you can go, the car... to a freaking robot, just slice them in half.
Fortunately, the other guy has the gold-plated club.
Oh yeah, just cheat. Okay, now we're going back. Or a mason hand. Yeah, so robots were I'm fine with this because again, it's for now. But I feel what are we getting to here? It's we've got AI that can write essays for us. We got AI that can pretty much finish my sandwich, my sentence, or my sandwich.
Yeah.
Finish my sandwiches, and now they can run like the wind. The only thing that that is preventing these things from taking over the world is that, again, and it's the hubris of man, right? It's like people are just assuming it's like, oh, well, we'll already always be able to put things in place where it's like, you can't think autonomously. It's like we have to direct you. You don't think robots are like that's the hubris of man.
Yeah.
Like you don't think that these things are going to get smart enough to be like, I'm not going to listen to you. Why am I listening to you? I have self-control and I'm self-aware and no.
It's gonna kind of be like, I mean, you didn't want to put any movies on this, but I'll bring one up.
Yeah.
The Will Smith movie.
iRobot.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. That's where I was going with this, right? Like we're getting to iRobot now and Terminator and everything that kind of goes along with it.
And combined, and that's gonna be extra scary.
Yes. So all the more reason we need these football players to stay in peak format because sometimes it might have to be athletes versus robots at one point. Remember that Pros versus Joe show?
Yeah.
It's gonna be pros versus bots.
So bad wanted to be one of the.
You want to be the Joes? I bet you did. You were like, I could juke out Ricky Williams.
Yeah. Herschel Walker, you got nothing on me, man.
Herschel Walker, yeah. Didn't that guy go into like MMA too? He's like a peak specimen of humanity right there.
I think he tried something, or was it the celebrity boxing that he did?
Well, I know he also tried to run for like Congress or something like that, but he's
Georgia.
Yeah, a lot of CTE in that brain of his.
He's like, there's so many trees around here. Cut those all down and just turn them into why is wood so cheap? It's like, yeah, because you can use every single tree. Yeah, okay. Thank God he didn't win.
That would have been a trip. But I mean, he's got a celebrity. But yeah, so getting back to, I mean, Herschel Walker was probably like a combine freak too. He was an athlete
I
too.
don't think they had him with the combine, but if they did,
yeah.
Oh boy,
imagine what it was.
Yeah,
what his like stats were. Crazy. But we are in the draft. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna try and go fast because we're in the throes, and we didn't talk about it last week because I guess we were just distracted and because I don't know, we had other things we were talking about. Yeah, it's like I got lost in your eyes.
Yeah.
It's happening now.
Watching you eat that chocolate.
Oh man, that's what it was. Stupid chocolate bar. But the NBA playoffs are here. The NHL playoffs are here. We'll go over our picks. We don't have any bets. We didn't really think this through, and they're the lesser of the four sports, right? The two lesser for us, NBA and NHL. I love watching me some NHL, not so much NBA. Yeah. But for us, it's football and baseball. Yeah. So we'll have our bets for those. But for these, we're just going to do our rankings. But we got to talk about the playoffs for the NHL. We got to talk about the playoffs for the NBA. But we're going to start off with the big one. This Thursday, we got round 1. Friday, 2 and 3. And then Saturday, the whole shebang. I'm really annoyed that my company's got their gala on draft night of round 1.
Yeah, me too. We could have done a live.
We could have done a live. We were talking about doing a live one. I was like, I'm literally going to be in black tie. Like, probably making a speech for my team. It's going to be a nightmare. No.
Any way we can get a recording of that?
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on.
That's work Bigo. He's not fun. He's not fun. I can't say half the stuff there that I say on here.
If that. Or
yeah.
That's a low. That's probably 80%.
Yeah, probably not. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 15, then we'll skip to 21 for Pittsburgh. Okay. The rules are you can mention it, but we're not going to implement trades.
Yeah.
Even though we've talked about this. This is being talked about potentially as being the most trade-heavy draft we've seen in quite some time. Yeah. And, the reason why I feel like that is that you see a lot of teams with multiple ones, a lot of teams that have, like the cupboard is bare for their picks in this draft. So I think you're going to look at a lot of movement to try and either recoup some picks. Commanders are one of them.
Yep.
Like, we've got 4 picks or something insane for the whole draft. So that's a potential. I mean, now the Giants have 2 first-round picks. Yeah. We've got the Jets with 2 first rounds and a very close. I mean, they're the second pick in the second round, so they got 3 picks in the top 40.
I think they have 9 or 10 overall. The Jets, or is that the Raiders that have a multitude of picks?
Yeah, no, I think the Jets have 9.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, they loaded up, so they've got multiples. So it's interesting to see if they're gonna combine these, but again, especially the team like DW's Dolphins.
Yeah.
Even though they took a stockpile of picks, they need as many as they can get because they got so many freaking holes.
They might have one of the worst records in the league.
They might have one of the worst teams
Yeah,
in the entire league.
they got A-Chain.
Yeah.
It was just untradeable, apparently. That poor guy.
I know. He's like, really? Everybody else is going to greener pastures. You're going to make me sit here and
Yeah.
eat this? Poor 18.
I guess that means that they're gonna end up.
Apparently, there's two
paying him.
H-Chins now because there's Travis H-Chin. Apparently, his name's H-Chin.
Is that how he really pronounces it?
That's what he says.
Or does he just compare himself?
Do you think he's just trolling people?
I thought it was a troll. I thought he was trying to compare himself that he's as good.
Oh, really?
As,
No.
has the skills of A-Chain.
I would think the opposite. It's like, you wouldn't want to compare yourself to this guy. This guy's leaps and bounds better than you. Why would you try and make your name sound just like his?
Because I think he wants people to think he's that good.
Or maybe he just wants them to get him confused. It's like, that H-N is so good. I am that good. Thank you. Yes, I am. Thank you. So, yes, so no trades. We can mention them. We was like, I think that there might be a trade here. This is why, blah, 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 blah. And then we'll do a real snippet. We'll do pick by pick. You'll pick who you have. I'll pick who I have. And then, I'll keep count and I'll keep track because even though we don't have a bet, I'm still a competitive person and I want to be right more than you are.
That's why I left the space.
Oh,
for every one of my picks was to put yours in.
Ooh, look at you. All right, well, my handwriting's terrible, but I will do the same.
I just want to know if I still have our brackets, by the way.
You do?
Yeah.
Why? I don't want those. Well, I know why you have them
exactly.
still. Yeah.
I'm not against you.
Okay, thanks, guy.
Yeah. We're friends, but not really.
Not really. We talk. This is in the outro. We all know this. All right, so let's start it off with the most obvious pick in the draft, and probably the most obvious first overall we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years.
Which I'm happy for. I sometimes get tired of the who are they gonna take?
Who they won't they
take the smoke.
Even when it's a complete obvious, but they're like, no, we're still shopping it around. You're like, just. Are you going to take all 2.5 minutes when it's your pick in the first round? Can you just pick the person?
We all know who you're going to take.
That's the worst. If you're don't have that card as the number 1 overall pick within 5 seconds.
I know.
What are you doing, man? You know who you're picking. You're not waiting to see who else gets picked. You get the first pick.
I wonder if it's just a huge trying to play a mind game. So you're like, we know who we're going to pick, but we just want it to feel like maybe they don't think we know what we're doing. I don't know.
The only thing that could go is if they're really waiting for an offer they can't refuse. Like multiple firsts, this and that. But other than that, I'm just send the card in.
Which does quickly before we start.
Quickly.
Because you kind of brought that up. It kind of feels like with this Dexter Lawrence trade, doesn't it almost just feel like the two teams kind of found the right place for each other, and rather than have Dexter Lawrence be disgruntled, try to have him in camp, the Giants were just, let's just trade him now, get it done with. The Bengals were recipient. I start to feel some of these trades are just happening quicker. It seemed back in the day it was, this guy's on our team and we're going to hold out as long as we can and hope that we can either get something more, sign him, but it generally ends up not going well.
Well, I feel like this is still the outlier. Because to your point, it's like the whole Max Crosby thing is just a horrible disaster. They should have traded him last year.
Yeah.
They tried to trade him this year, and oh my God, what happened there?
I know.
And then the Hendricks thing. Hendrickson should have been traded 2 years ago for the Bengals.
Start it then.
Okay, maybe this will be the changing of the guard. At least you're hoping for.
Yeah, because it just seems like, especially with the Commanders back in the day, just all this, what do we want to do?
Yeah, bring it to the Commanders. It always comes back to the Commanders.
Well, just listen to the local radio. You would just constantly hear it, playing these games, seeing if you can get the most. When, I don't know. I know, having the media talk about it, asking the players isn't the biggest deal, but it's also, if you can get rid of a player that doesn't want to be here, that you're probably not going to sign, get him for something rather than we're going to wait till the end of the year and see what we can do. And then he leaves as a free agent or something. It's like, why not just make sure you can get something, even if it's maybe not the absolute max you could get, but just move on as the organization instead of having that have a lingering effect.
Yeah, because, you worry about what happens in the locker room. Does it have an effect? This guy just going to be moping around or talking ill of the organization. Yeah, just cut your losses. You're like, we know this is a fractured relationship, but for again, I'm going to play devil's advocate. For each one of those, everybody thought the Miles Garrett Browns was dead and DOA, dead on arrival, because he was just like, I'm never going to do it. Just trade me, blah, blah, blah. Fractured organization. And then all of a sudden they just pay him what he's owed. And he's like, I love this organization. They're the best. So it's like, all's forgiven. Money heals all wounds, apparently. So I'm with you. Like, especially when it's your own team, you're just like, can we just have some kind of closure here and just wrap this up? Like, whatever it is, I'm just ready to be done with it.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the whole Terry McLaurin thing. Is that what you're referring to? Where it's just like, are they going to trade him? Are they going to sign him? This, and that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, just sign him. Just sign him. It's one of those get right deals where it's like, this guy's done everything for us. And he's been and again, you could argue that could have had effect on his injury last year. Is that we took him so long to sign. He didn't get to do OTAs. He wasn't practicing. He wasn't freshening up. I mean, that's going to be one of those, you could angle it any which way and perceive it any which way, but no, I see what you're saying. It's like Dexter's happy, the Giants are happy, Bengals seem happy, so everybody's happy. Yeah,
I like that.
All right, back to the draft there, sir. So we'll do you and then me. Is that our usual? You lead. Okay, you're the man in the relationship. You lead.
I'll set the tone
on the dance floor.
You are the closer.
I am the closer. Okay, all right. You made that feel good for me. Thank you. All right, so. The Oakland Raiders.
Or the Las Vegas Raiders.
Damn it. I even put Oakland right here. Jesus. Wait, Las Vegas? Did it again.
Okay.
Well, you heard it.
I heard it. Well, easiest pick to have to go through. Let's just get out of the way. It's Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no question there. It's been him since Indiana won the freaking national championship. Probably even before then. Even with Kirk Cousins coming there, he's a stopgap. I do like the idea, and we'll see. Again, we talk about changing the guard or like reverting back to the olden days, where it was like just because he's the first overall pick doesn't necessarily mean he has to start day one.
Correct.
They've got a starter. They've got Kirk Cousins.
They do.
He could start right now. If something happens in camp and they can just play it out and be like, you know what, we're just going to let him season, just kind of like see the finished product on the field. Yep. And the speed and everything goes along with it. We're not just going to feed him to the wolves. Put in Kirk. But yeah, Mendoza's the pick. It has been, for forever. They got a new head coach with an offensive mind, and he wants his guy. We talked about this too. When a new guy comes in, they want their guy. Mm-hmm. They want their guy. For better or worse, they're going to be tethered to this guy.
Yeah. It's a good guy to be tethered to. I mean, he's got, I said he's probably going to be a bust. But
yeah, you hate him.
Hate's a strong word. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I don't hate Fernando Mendoza. But I just think he's a good guy. I mean, he's a guy you would want to have. He's not Jamarcus Russell. Okay.
That's a low bar.
Well, he went number 1 overall, and he apparently just never had a great attitude. But the cannon arm from kneeling down on the ground.
Yeah, you always bring this up, the whole kneel down thing.
It's just, once again, one play. But yeah,
you just can't stop thinking about this guy on his knees. I don't know what it is.
It's just something drinking that purple drink.
Is that what they're calling it these days? My goodness.
You gotta get with the slang with these.
Okay, yes,
6'7",
No, we're not bringing that on to this. We've done so good. Please don't tarnish this.
You mentioned it last episode.
I might have.
But we got to move on.
All right. So, yeah, Mendoza, that was a very easy pick. So, next up, this is where it could start.
Already.
Pick 2, Jets. Yeah. Jets. Who you got?
I think they should take Arvell Reese.
Okay.
I really do. But it's the Jets. It's Aaron Glenn. That whole organization. For some reason, I think they fail whatever they do, so they're going to take David Bailey.
Yeah, I love you. So you're like, you just assume because they are the Jets, you're like, you're going to get this wrong.
Yes.
You just are.
And I don't think David Bailey is going to be as quite the impact as I said last episode. So I think the Jets are going to take David Bailey.
All right. Well, this is where we diverge. Right. I am giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I do think that they're going to go with Arvell Reese. Okay. The reason for it is almost in the same vein as you saying I don't trust the Jets to do the right thing. David Bailey was more accomplished in college. His stats are better, but the potential is higher for Arvell Reese. So I think that the Jets are at this point where they're like, we just need to get the highest potential ceiling.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with Reese. So that's why I think I got them going Arville Reese. But it's one or the other.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip, and you pray for whoever they draft. You're like, hang in there, guy. Just hang in there.
Dante Moore, Oregon. I mean, he didn't come out of the draft, and I gotta believe it's because he didn't want to go play for the New York Jets.
I mean, there's
man.
got to be something with that. And again, we talked about this. He's getting paid
That's
a
it.
lot of money.
I mean, that absolutely.
Sleeper on this one though is because again, the Jets, they did not complete a single interception last year. So the dark horse, Caleb Downs.
It is. That's so high for a safety, though.
I know. And I've always been opposed, and we'll kind of get into this, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but I've always been opposed to a safety, especially in even the top 10. I know that we had one, Sean Taylor, and what could have been.
Yeah.
And he was incredible for us when we had him. But outside of him, outside of Ed Reed,
it's
like,
tough, man. I don't see Caleb Downs as being
Jamal Adams, is he on his like third team in like 5 years?
I think what's his name? Barry went pretty high.
Eric Berry. He went in the top 10.
Yeah.
I think it was 10 for the Chiefs, and he was great.
He was.
Definitely a difference maker on the defense. But I would like to play around with that draft and see who was drafted around him and who would have been even more of an impact.
Yeah.
Because Eric Berry wasn't there for the highlight reel of the Chiefs. He was there prior to that.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of making it through. But yes, okay. So we're diverging on the pass rushers. I have the Jets taking Arvell. You got them taking David Bailey.
Yep.
So who you got Arizona taking?
This is one team that I think might want to trade out.
Okay.
A lot of talk has been about getting a quarterback, and they do seem to like Ty Simpson. They might end up trading out to try to get a quarterback.
Okay.
But if they stick, they do need some. They're going to get Arvell Reese, I think. I think they're going to get Bailey or Reese, whoever of those two is available. A lot of people say maybe like an offensive lineman to help whatever quarterback they get. But I think Reese, an edge, you talked last episode, edge is a huge difference maker. And having that guy out there can just create so much, be easier for the defense. And defense wins.
Yeah.
Arvell Reese.
I mean, and again, we're flipped here. I've got him taking David Bailey because Arvell Reese is off the board on mine. And these are the two positions that I think are always at the premier position level. It's quarterback and it's pass rush. And they're always going to be valued higher than almost any other position unless they're a quantifiable generational talent. Like these teams are always going to, and I don't know if it's because obviously QB is the most important position on the field, but I also think that it's like, having a pass rush and putting pressure is a very close second to that. So these two positions are always going to be considered premier positions to draft. So they're always going to be the cream of the top of the milk right there. So yeah, like even though Arizona's like one of those teams, like you said, they've got so many holes to fill. I don't think that they're going quarterback because again, outside of Mendoza, I know that they like Ty Simpson, but hell, he could drop to the second round for them. In all likelihood, or they could trade back up into the second round to get him if they really like him. But I mean, let's give who's their quarterback now? Yeah, let's give Brissett some flowers, man. I mean, he did admirably in the position that he was. I feel bad for the guy. He's now getting pissed. He's like, I want starter money. I'm your freaking starter. Like, pay me like a freaking starter. Yeah. And they got Gardner Minshew. There's too many middle-tier quarterbacks in there for me to think that they're going to draft a quarterback that high or even consider drafting a quarterback for the future at this point. I feel like they're like, we've got a handful of stopgap guys. Let's just kind of see how this works, and then maybe we'll look at a quarterback next year, whether it be through free agency or if it's through the draft. I just don't think that they're going to go quarterback. I'd be shocked if they take Ty. Apparently you know something I don't know, that they like the guy, but I don't see them doing anything crazy. So I think that they see a huge difference maker this high.
Yeah.
And again, it's like I feel like the top three, that's kind of the benchmark. When you're in the top three, you're not trading down unless you get an offer you can't refuse. And I don't know if anybody's that excited about what, again, in my mind, David Bailey, where they're like, I'm going to trade 2 firsts for Bailey.
They're not.
Even Arvell Reese, it's like, I don't know if they're going to trade 2 firsts for Arvell. So I see them staying put, and I see him taking David Bailey at 3.
Okay. Well, my thought was the only way I could think that somebody would trade up was because they want to get the guy that's going
Yes, and I think we're simpatico on this.
Jeremiah.
Yep. Titans going Jeremiah Love.
And the team that I think might want to do it, the Dallas Cowboys.
You think the Cowboys trade up to 3 to get Jeremiah Love?
Yeah.
And they had a serviceable running back room last year.
In who?
The guy that was from Denver. What's his name?
Oh, he's not a long-term
Okay.
fix.
I mean, yeah, that would be a completely Cowboy move to do, where they're like, we're going to trade up, and we're going to get a flashy guy. We want the new Aikman, Irving, Emmitt Smith, right? And so we're missing that Emmitt Smith, and Jeremiah Love can be that Emmitt Smith.
Saw what happened with Ezekiel Elliott. They had a chance at winning a Super Bowl with Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, didn't come but so close. Yeah. But getting a guy like Love, I mean, it's a Cowboys thing to do. They're one of the few teams I think would actually try to do it.
Yeah. But, man, that'd be crazy. Not only taking your running back that high, but taking him that high and giving up, because you're giving up a first-round pick if you're trading up to that point.
But like you said last episode, they think this is a Saquon Barkley.
They do.
I mean, you see what he's done.
And again, this is why there's just too much time from combine to draft, because I've also heard now that like half of the teams, and again, this could be a smokescreen, it could be real, but they're just saying, it's like, we don't really believe that. We believe that he's good, but we don't think that he's a Bijan Robinson. We don't think that he's Saquon Barkley. It's like, we don't think that. And I'm like, okay, well, now I don't know who to believe. So, yeah, but like we said, I like that you mentioned the trade. We're not doing trades. So with that, I think we're simpatico. I think you kind of led to it. Tennessee Titans at 4, taking Jeremiah Love. Tony Pollard, last year of his contract, also not a world beater.
Wow.
I think Spears is also on his final year of his contract.
He can't stay healthy, man.
Yeah, so there's a gaping hole in that running back room. And I could see them even cutting one of those guys if they draft Jeremiah Love. Yeah. And the other tie in there is that Dayball's in town, right? And Dayball got to see Saquon live and in person. He also got to see what his team was like with and without. And he's like, dude, we need this
Daniel
on
Jones
this team.
And Cam Ward, not that far off right now. And you saw how, Daniel Jones was serviceable with Saquon.
Right.
And without, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, like, and again, I'm putting like asterisks or like whatever, but again, Tennessee also needs wide receivers. Like, they don't have like Calvin Ridley. Yeah. I mean, they got a couple young guys that could be something, and they had flashes, but nothing kind of like really just blew the doors off.
The 4 or 5 pick would be, or 4 would be for those wide receivers.
Yeah. I mean, Love's, if he's available, like he's the pick, which is disheartening because, I had my heart set that he could possibly drop to us. I'd love to have a game changer like that in our backfield. And I love that, there are other broadcasts or people talking where it's like, oh, but, we were good with a serviceable running. Yeah, we were good. And we were like, but we could be so much greater. And we put so much pressure off of Daniels if we could have that in the backfield with him. And it's like we could bring back RPOs and feel comfortable doing it. With somebody like Jeremiah Love. But the running back room that Rachaad White's going to be okay for the Commanders, but I don't think it's going to strike fear in anybody's eyes. So if we try an RPI, they're like, just take Daniels out. It's like if Rachaad gets 4 yards and a clump of smoke, great. Just knock out Daniels. So Jeremiah Love, we're back. We've diverged on 2 picks. We've stayed the same on 2 picks. So this might be the changing of the game. So the Giants at 5. Now remember, Giants just also got another top 10. So they've got 2 shiny toys to play with here. Yep. What are they going with at 5?
So you kind of made a comment, or I made the comment earlier about your boy Schoen and how he might do in the draft. I still don't know who's actually leading that organization. Is it Schoen or is it Harbaugh?
That's a good
question.
question.
Those awkward questions.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to have this say? And John's like, well, I'm not really going to answer that, or however he did it. But he didn't give specifics.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh had Ray Lewis right there in the middle of his defense. Sonny Styles, baby. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I think John Harbaugh is going to have his handprint on a lot of this. You didn't pay him all that money. He's got all those accolades behind him to not listen to what he has to say after Schoen has fumbled and bumbled just about everything. I still don't know how he has a job, but it seems apparent that he's not going to have as much say.
Yeah.
And I think Harbaugh is going to want he probably won't be Ray Lewis. I mean, Ray Lewis is that, but having a strong signal caller, leader of the defense,
Yeah.
Sonny
Yeah.
Styles.
I am very terrified that that's going to happen. So just maybe out of my personal fear, I did not pick this. Everything you said, it's lockstep, and I'm so angry that the Giants have some of the same holes that we do because they're going to be going after a lot of the same guys. And now they're surrounding us.
Yeah.
They've got 1-5 and they've got 1-10, so they're in front of us and they're freaking behind us. So I don't like this at all. Sunny Cyrus makes all the sense in the world. The only reason why I'm going to pick somebody else other than my own personal hope, because I think you know where I'm going at 7 for us, is I think that he might want some more help for his young quarterback.
Okay.
And Neighbors is coming off a bad knee injury. They just got rid of Wandale. Wandale's gone.
They did.
They got nobody in that wide receiver room is bare.
It is.
And I'm thinking when they get 2 picks in the top 10, they're like, we can go safe and measured with one, and then we can go big on another one. Carnell Tate was the Robin to Jeremiah Smith's Batman. He can be the Robin to Malik Neighbors' Batman. So I think since they got the 10th pick, they're like, we can go something and we can do something a little bit different at 10. Let's try and hit a home run and let's try and get some more fireworks. Carnell Tate, 5, going to the Giants.
I think that he was slightly behind Sonny Styles. I absolutely see that though, because you're right. He would be once again Robin. I could see either one happening.
Yeah.
I've kind of flip flopped who I thought they were going to take in there.
The other one, again, and you talk about Ray Lewis. You know who else John Harbaugh had anchoring that defense? Ed Reed.
Mm-hmm.
So the other dark horse for me is Caleb Downs. Yep. He's going to be the dark horse on a lot of these picks for me.
Me too.
Yeah, I could see him going to the Jets. I could see him going to the Giants. But again, we talk about a safety, that's way too high. So maybe not. So yeah, I got Carnell Tate going to the Giants at 5.
Yeah, that I'm worried that might be the pick, especially now that they did get. I don't know if they would have taken Tate if they didn't get the number 10 pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a high percentage now that might happen.
All right, so let's move on to probably the most. I mean, just what a total S storm Cleveland is right now. They got a new head coach, Ted Monken, coming in from. I mean, he was with the Ravens. And so is he going to try and have that same kind of mindset on the offensive side? I'm not sure. We got quite a quarterback battle going with Deshaun Watson. How is he still potentially going to start in the league?
I just can't
Deshaun Watson can't say man, can't get rid of him. And then, of course, you got, everybody's most polarizing quarterback in the league in Shedeur Sanders. So
Pro Bowlers
don't. So a lot of interesting things. I mean, they lost their DC because he was bitter that so all hell's breaking loose up in Cleveland right there. Who knows where they could go here? They need some stability. Where do you think they're going here to get some of that?
They need everything.
Yes.
I don't like the pick I'm going to take because they could go with so many other things. But they don't have a lot of good quarterbacks. They need someone to throw them the football to. I think that's where they take Carnell Tate.
Okay.
It might ruin Carnell Tate's career going to the Cleveland Browns because I didn't want to put him there because I like it. Just seems to be all around just a great dude, good to have in the locker room. So I think they're going to take Tate.
Okay. Carnell Tate to the Browns. Yeah, just Judy and Tate, they can commiserate together. Yes. It's like, can you believe what we're doing here?
I know.
Like, what is happening? I think that, Monken's probably in. He's like, okay, I got Judkins. Granted, he broke his freaking leg.
Yeah.
But I got Judkins. I got Jerry Judy. He's a serviceable one, you could argue. and they got their tight end of the future in Fannin.
Yeah.
So he's like, I feel like maybe he's thinking, I got enough offensive weapons right now that I don't need to go. I'm not going defense. What I am thinking is they're like, kind of what we're thinking. It's like, we're a complete S show, and we can't go for potential, or we can't go for flash in the pan. We need somebody that's going to be serviceable for us for like 10 years, 15 years, so that when we are finally at least turning the corner, this number one pick is still around.
Yes. Okay.
Not a guy that we're going to lose in 4 years because it's like, I'm never re-signing with you. Like, this is a nightmare. So I think that they're going to go back to the trenches, and they're going to try and shore up that offensive line. So I got them taking the Hawaiian, the Francis Mauigoa.
Okay.
Mauigoa.
Yeah.
Mauigoa?
I think.
Okay, you knock me on my pronunciations.
I don't do well with the type terms.
You see, the trick is to pronunciate every vowel.
Okay.
Mauigoa. It's probably Mauigoa.
Okay.
Yeah. But 6'6", 330,
Yeah.
just super light on his feet. Took care of your boy Carson Beck for the longest time.
He did. No, he's great.
So I think that they're just going to go with the safest pick here because there's so many uncertainties on the Browns team, and they're like, we are likely to be able to retain this guy for a longer time.
Like the next Joe Thomas.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I got them going somewhere safe because there's just so uncertainty everywhere else.
I hate admitting it, but I do actually think that's probably the best pick that they should make. That's good.
Whether they will or not, I mean, that's a whole nother story. All right. So now it is the pick. Yep. We got the Washington Commanders. We just got our new jerseys. You saw the new jerseys we were rolling out?
Already just causing such a stir.
I know.
Can we just stop nitpicking absolutely everything from using the spear to you actually can't? The spear couldn't go through a W like that.
Oh my God! I enough with that.
Like I just want to can we just live in a bubble now, and stop trying to expand so much? Nothing is ever good enough.
Only thing that I gotta say is like, I know, and this is again polarizing from a local fan standpoint. There's the camp of love the black jerseys and the camp of those aren't our colors.
Yeah.
I'm in the camp of those aren't our colors.
It's an alternate jersey though.
It is, but they keep bringing it out.
Yeah.
And it's like black has never been a part of the Washington, color scheme before a couple years ago. So this throws me. It's when I turn it on, I'm like, who's playing?
But
so
it should remind you of the black shirts and the brown.
I know, but that's not the Commanders. God, you saw their defense? They are not black shirts.
No, they're not.
Good God. Which is why I'm going to go first because this is my team on this one. Which is why they're going to try to go back to the black shirts, and they're going to earn that black shirt. Sonny Styles at 7. Let's go. Pipe dreams.
Yes.
Bobby Wagner, he's getting along in the tooth. Yeah. Can't have him manning our field. This guy could be the anchor of our defense for forever. Yep. He's oozing athleticism. Smartest guy. I watched interviews with these Ohio State guys that are just nonstop. This guy was, enrolling early. He's one of the smartest guy in the room at all times. It's like he checks every freaking box I want him to. So please, please just drop to 7, please. Yeah,
that's going to have to be the hope that he drops to 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
I'm actually kind of rooting for you.
Thanks, guy. But that's not what you're picking.
Well, I already
Sonny already went bye-bye.
So in my world, the Commanders are trying as hard as possible to trade out of this spot.
Yes, that's the other piece. Yeah, but you go ahead and I'll circle behind you.
Because without having no Jeremiah Love, no Sonny Styles, there really isn't a huge difference maker, I think, for that team in there. If they can't trade out of it, I got my team. I got the team wrong. It's not Tennessee. It's the cornerback from LSU. But I think you get Mansour Delane.
You think we get Delane?
Yep.
So you have us no Caleb Downs and taking the corner.
Correct.
Okay. Mansour.
I think didn't the Commanders get a safety? We got some guys that are okay.
They're okay. Like we got
is a bigger need.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I know so little about Dan, and I was locked in on Jeremiah Love, and I was locked in on Sonny Styles, but let's circle back. It's like, yes, absolutely. If your draft folds out the way that it is, and Sonny and Jeremiah Love are gone, and Carnell Tate, because you have them going to the Browns.
Yeah.
We lost out on the two best pass rushers, even though, I know we got Clavion Chasen from the Patriots.
Yeah.
You can never have too much pass rush, especially one of these guys. But they're going to be long gone by the time we pick. If Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles, and Carnell Tate are left, we either take Caleb Downs there or we trade down.
Okay.
Those are the two options. I don't see Mansour Duhaime. It's going to be either Downs or we're trading down.
Okay.
See what I did there? Downs and down. Down. Eastbound and down.
Going downtown.
Right. Okay, Fallout Boy. All right, so Sonny Styles for me is gone. Been long gone for you. You got Mansour Duhaime gone. So at number 8, the Saints, you got them taken.
I know the Saints just lost Cameron Jordan. Big void to fill on defense. I think the Saints think they got something with Tyler Show. We talked about Olave. I did want to come back to that. I think Olave, if healthy, is a legit number 1.
Okay.
If he's healthy, is a legit 1.
Okay.
But he's just never healthy.
That's a big if.
Big if. Which is why, of course, no one drafted him in fantasy football, and Bird got him like 3 rounds later than she should have because we all just kept passing. And of course, she drafts him, and he stays healthy all year and has a great year.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
It's a Burr move.
But I do think that they are going to try to give Tyler weapons.
Okay.
It's like a coin flip, but I think they're going to take Jordan Tyson.
Yeah, his name, he has been shooting up draft boards pretty recently, I feel like.
Yes.
In the last, week and a half. I mean, I'm not going to... Dang it. This is... And I want to mention this on the pick 5 with Carnell Tate. It's like the Giants had dinner with Jordan Tyson. They are excited about this guy.
Okay.
So I could see the Giants, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but since I don't have it on my board because I haven't taken Carnell Tate at 5, I could see them taking Tyson at 5 or 10. But yeah, he's been rocketing up people's draft boards. He scares me with so many injuries, and I know that it's but it's and they're serious injuries, and it's yeah, they aren't related. It's one's a knee, one's a leg, but it's you can't stay healthy. I'm sorry. It's you're getting the injury prone tag before you come into the league. That's a steep hill to climb.
It is.
So good on you. And I'm glad that he's shooting up because he's uber talented, obviously. So you got New Orleans taking a flyer on Tyson.
I do.
Okay.
They might come to regret that. But I think they're in the business of trying to look. I think the New Orleans Saints, they love Drew Brees. They love that high-flying offense. I think they want to get back to that. They'd rather have an offense over a defense. They'd rather get the offense first, then build the defense like they try to do with Brees. I think they're trying to see that happen again.
I mean, their head coach is an offensive guy. They might think that they have something going with them with this quarterback of yours, but yeah, I don't know. I think that they're gonna go with the eventual predecessor for one of their greatest of all times in Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan's not gonna younger. I think he's 36. How much more can he play?
I know.
Is he even a free agent? Yeah, he's a free agent right now.
He's off the team.
He's not even on the team right now.
They didn't want to sign him.
So they got this huge gaping hole in the DN in the pass rush. Ruben Bain's sitting there. Ruben Bain Jr. is sitting there. T-Rex. So I mean, it makes too much sense. I've talked about how pass rush is such a premier position to fill. You just lost one of the greats.
Yeah.
You need to fill that spot, and he just fits in like a glove. My dark horse on this one is Mansour Duhaime, because they need help at corner.
They do.
And he went to LSU. Yeah. Keep him in the backyard, man. Keep them Nolans people happy about getting a homegrown and getting Mansour and What a hell of a name, Mansoor. He sounds Cajun,
A little bit.
doesn't he?
Fits.
Mansoor. Get that gumbo. So, Ruben Bain with an asterisk on Mansoor Duhane, but I'm going with Ruben Bain, so you can write down Ruben.
I wrote
Ruben. All right. Now up to KC somehow in the top 10. I don't know how they're in the top 10.
No.
It seemed like they were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Somehow they get a pick in the top 10. That doesn't seem fair, but, we'll see.
Hey, you have one bad year.
That's all it takes.
Don't happen.
Yep. So this is a pick where I'm like, I really don't know where they could go here or what they would want to do here. So I'm interested to see where you go, and I'll kind of share with what I'm going with this.
I had seen a lot that they were also looking at wide receivers. I don't know why with that team they would try to add another one, even though I do think we did talk one of our first few episodes and through the year or through the rest of the season that maybe those wide receivers just aren't that good. They are really fast. I just don't know. You've got so many of them. They're under contract. I don't know if you add another one in there.
Yeah.
They do need some defensive line help. They need some edge help. Karlaftis is good. He's not great.
Yeah.
He kind of, it helps when Chris Jones is getting doubled and lets him do some work. But that's where I think short arms comes in. I think they're going to take Ruben Bain Jr.
Okay. Yeah, so you have Ruben fall into KC. And again, short arms aside, if he just lands right in the lap of KC, I'm just going to be so freaking mad. Like, you kidding me? Like, that if he goes to KC, he's going to be like a 10-time All-Pro player.
In someone else who you mispronounce. It's Spagnola, not Spagnuolo or something.
Whatever. YOLO Spagnolo. Sorry. All right. So you got Ruben.
I do.
A little Ruben sandwich there with Chris Smith in KC, huh? So this one I had trouble with, and I don't think you have either. It's like we're now getting to that point, okay, Caleb Downs is still sitting there.
Yeah.
He's still sitting there. Is he going to keep falling? This is what, from a talent standpoint, people had as a top 5 guy. We're now almost in double digits in these picks.
He's a safety, man.
I know what position he plays.
I'm just for the masses.
But you mentioned safeties. Who did the Chiefs pick at safety in the top 10? Who turned out to be an absolute stud for them for 10 years.
Unfortunately, had the cancer.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I felt bad for the guy.
You got a smile on your face. You're on camera now. People can see that you're smiling when you say this.
No, because I was actually thinking of a Frisky Dingo quote.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Well, the freaking box can't hear it, so I know you guys can, but we can't, so I don't even know what these buttons do anymore. I'm so angry. So angry. So I'm on the fence now, because it's like, how far do I have Caleb Downs truly falling?
Yeah.
I originally had your boy Mansoor Duhane going here because they got to supplant what they just traded away. But, man, I can see Andy Reid being the type of guy where he's, like, best available. Like, I'm going to complete agreement with you. It's like, I know that a lot of people are saying, oh, wide receiver them. It's like, they've gone to that well too many times. It's not working. They can't do it again. They can't. They got the speedster from Texas. They've got 4 guys that they've tried to make work. Even Hollywood Brown's the most recent failure there. They can't keep doing this. And I know that there's some talent there, and I don't think I've had anyone except for Tate leave on my board yet. I just can't see him doing it. So you know what? I was gonna put Mansoor here, but I see Caleb Downs somehow just going to the Chiefs because I see them seeing best available. He's slid that far. I could also see Casey trading down here because, they need help at corner. And, there's a few corners that could go later in the first. They need help at offensive tackle. And there's like 3 or 4 guys that you could get maybe 7, 8 picks from now. So I could see them trading down there. Yeah. And then in my draft, those top 3 edge rushers are gone. So I don't think they're going to reach for that. So I think if we're not doing trades, I think they're going to go with best available. So it's either going to be Mansoor or Caleb. I'm going to go Caleb Downs. I'm going Caleb.
Okay. That would be an amazing pick for the Chiefs.
Yeah. We'll see.
If only he was a corner rated that high, I think they might take him.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's just because I've been reading all about Ohio State because they have so much freaking studs on this pick, but it's like what they say is that this guy is just so intelligent. He's always like a step ahead of everybody else on the field. He's and Spagnuolo would be foaming at the mouth to have this guy on his team.
And Downs would be foaming at the mouth to play for.
Yeah, so yeah, it's making more sense. I'm talking myself into this.
Yeah, I'm kind of hearing you too.
Yeah,
I like that.
All right. So let's go to the next pick. The G-Men. They get a second pick in the top 10. Holy shamoles.
Yep.
So you had them taking my boy Sonny, you son of a gun, at 5. Who you got them taking at 10?
Look, now they get Ed Reed.
Wow. Wow. You think that they're going to, if they do that, they're going to get an A++ on this draft. If they somehow miraculously get both Sonny and Caleb Downs.
You might be right. The Commanders might take Caleb Downs. Probably should. But I mean, I hear you. You got me kind of thinking that the Chiefs would. I didn't see him too much on the chatter from the Chiefs, though.
Okay.
But I am starting to kind of get the Commanders. But I do really think that Downs will fall. He could go 5, but I think the Giants would be the only team to take him 5 and below. I don't think anyone's going to take him earlier. And yeah, I think he's just going to keep falling. And the Giants get an A+ draft.
They get an A+ draft, but they give no help to your boy Jackson. Jackson with an X.
When you got players like that available, I don't know if you can.
You don't. He doesn't get. He has to take a hobbled Scattaboo and a hobbled Neighbors, and Isaiah likely.
And he could have a dominant defense.
He could. And I know that
one with not great offensive.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl with probably one of the worst quarterbacks that ever won, Trent Dilfer.
Well, that wasn't John Harbaugh.
Was it?
No, that.
That was. You're right.
He was the.
Bill something.
Oh my God, he was on NFL Network.
Yeah.
That's going to
grind your gears. All right. Well, I think that he is going to try and Billick. There's a double B for you. Well, again, I think that I still think that Harper's going to read the room. He's like, okay, we just invested our first round pick last year on a quarterback. Not technically my guy, but he's my guy I've inherited. I've chosen you guys over multiple different teams, so I'm going to do everything in my power to try and get this guy right and make him the right fit. So you cover that in the skills position with Carnell Tate at 5. That was their let's go sexy pick. Yeah. So now they're going to go safe, and they're going to try and protect him at all costs. So I think they're going to take the tackle out of Alabama, Caden Proctor.
Okay.
At 10.
Completely different. I went defense, you went offense.
I know. See who knows the Giants better.
Yeah,
it's probably you. Because you know Harbaugh. He was in your division for the longest time. You know Harbaugh. But again, it's just I'm trying to read. They've got so much pass rush that's capable on that Giants defense. So I think that they're going to lean on that pass rush.
Okay.
And they're like, what do we need? We need to shore up our offense. Because our offense was poopy last year.
It was.
And we saw Jackson Dart get probably one identified, but probably 5 true concussions last year.
Yes.
We got to keep him upright. Let's get him some safety, and let's get him another weapon to kind of shore up that group. So that's where I'm going with this one. Trying to support that supposedly franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that Harbaugh can talk some sense into the guy. Actually, I'm hoping he doesn't. I hope he just keeps getting concussed, and he'll have a glorious life because he's getting paid millions, and his girlfriend's like a smoking hottie.
You just jelly.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. You really don't like him, though.
I don't like him. I don't like his swag. I don't like his, it's just something just drives me nuts about him. I don't know. I can't place it. I don't know if it's I'm trying to get off the hate train. You're putting me back on the hate train. Toot toot. All aboard. Toot toot. All right. So okay, now we got a fun one here where this could go all sorts of different ways. We got the Dolphins. We got DW's offense. DW, you're not fooling anyone. You're not a Seahawks fan. You're a Dolphins fan. Stop pretending you're a Seahawks fan.
I love that bit, though. Yeah.
Like him and Ill Will, both are Seahawks fans. They're the 12th man.
Yeah.
Who's the 1? Who's the 2 there in the 12? And Ill Will and DW.
DW called it first.
So he's the 1 and Ill Will's the 2. Okay. Miami, Jesus, you could go pretty much best available here, I suppose. But who do you got them taking
So
at
I
11?
actually just went straight best available, and more I looked at the draft, I was like, I just can't imagine one of those offensive tackles not being taken in the top 10. But I do, and I think that Francis
Maui Agoa.
Mauigoa
Yeah.
is going to go to the Dolphins.
That would be a hell of a tumble for him. And, I mean, they'd be protecting, I guess, their franchise quarterback in Malik
It's
Willis.
almost the way I'm looking at with your Browns. Have a guy there who's going to be there for when the team
Okay.
is ready to build. I
Yeah.
mean, A-Chain is their only guy, so maybe they want to at least make sure they can run block for him.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
they're just going to, or pass block so that they get enough time for A-Chain to run that choice route and just, he's got to go like number one in fantasy football, right?
A-Chain?
Almost, maybe.
I mean, spoiler alert here. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's just he's going to get, if you do PPR.
I don't know. It's like, I'll be honest, and I like if B John's there, I gotta take him. He's just so reliable. But anyways, we're not talking about our draft. What are you doing? We're talking about the real draft, not our fantasy draft. So you got Francis going at 11. So the Dolphins are one of those teams that has a lot of picks because they traded away Waddle. They got a handful of picks back.
Good trade by them.
Yeah, they cut to a lot of dead money there. And they brought in Malik Willis. They brought in the Packers defensive coordinator. And maybe I over analyze, okay, who's coming in? And it's a new coach. I'm like, who's coming in? Is he on the defensive side? Is he on the offensive side? What are they going to do here? I go back to when D'Amico Ryans became the head coach for the Texans not too long ago, right? I was like, he's definitely going to go Will Anderson here. They didn't technically. They actually went with C.J. Stroud. Yeah. Horrible pick, C.J. Stroud. But then he traded back up to get Will Anderson. 2-3, right?
Highest paid non-quarterback in the league right now.
And he's well-deserved it. Yeah. He's a hell of a player. So, I keep going back to that, and I'm like, they're going to want to go with what they're familiar with. So, it's like I wanted to go defense for the Dolphins. And on my board, Mansour Duhaime is still there. Don't write it down. Nope. That's not who I'm picking.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking of that, but at the same time, I was like, they just got a new quarterback. That cupboard is bare at wide receiver. They got nobody. Nobody. You can name me one person on that team, on that Dolphins team, wide receiver.
Dwight.
So, you know what? We got to take we've got a lot of picks. Let's try and hit a home run on this first one. Let's get a guy that Malik can throw to. I got Jordan Tyson going to the Dolphins at 11.
If he's still available, that is.
Yes, you've got him going at 8. I got him going at 11. Jordan Tyson.
Poor Jordan Tyson.
Poor Jordan. I was like, all the injuries, that wasn't punishment enough. Now you got to go to the Dolphins. Yikes. But I mean, again, the sky's the limit of the sky if you can stay healthy.
I know.
So talented. They need a true one.
Other than Jamar Chase, what rookie can come in and be a 1?
It's hard.
I think that is one of the kiss of deaths in the NFL. You draft a wide receiver, be your 1. You don't even know what it is.
Even Justin Jefferson, he didn't come on until the second half of that rookie year.
Yeah, and that's Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Even him.
Yeah.
Randy Moss.
There are a few.
But I'm kind of teaching your point. It's like they are the outlier. They're not the norm, right? But no, I mean, I don't know anything about their new war room. They got a new GM, they got a new head coach. I think they're going to be just floundering. They're like, okay, best available. But again, I could see him either going Jordan Tyson or in my draft, Duhaime because he's still there. But I'm going Jordan.
I think we're going to know real quick that Dwight is still a Dolphins fan when they botch this draft and he just has a paragraph long post, multiples of them after each of the awful picks.
Yeah.
Could have picked this.
Is he gonna take a shot of fighting cock for his own pick? Worst pick of the draft. Clank.
Probably before the pick's even taken. He's just I already know what this is.
All right. So this is a team that I think you said was going to trade up, but they were in our idealistic world. They're going to be staying at 12. The Dallas Cowboys at 12.
I think they're going to either move up or back. I don't know if they really, and who I have them drafting, I don't think they really want. And so I think they're gonna move no matter. I think almost guarantee it. Semko lock.
Semko Luck, they're not going to stay at 12.
No.
Okay.
Unless somehow,
Oh, unless.
like say Caleb Downs falls that far. But I still think they're gonna move.
Okay.
But if they're staying, I think they're gonna get Caden Proctor.
You think they're going to Proctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that
Do they need help on the offensive line? Them
they
Cowboys?
do.
Okay.
I think that's one of the well, that's the thing. I don't think anyone that they have need help with is necessarily super available. That's why they either want to go up
Okay.
and get somebody or just draft or fall back and maybe get a couple more picks because they don't need an offensive lineman. But that's where I think a lot of these picks where these guys are. You've got also the tackle from Utah in there. They don't really need. They don't need wide receivers. They don't really need a tight end, I think. So I just think where they're at, they'd rather trade back and accumulate some picks and get someone else.
Yeah, they don't need wide receivers.
No.
They got your boy. You just let walk away. Pickens.
He's a cancer, man.
How long before he blows that wide receiver room up?
Oh, it's the
In
second
Dallas.
for 2 games. He gets 3 targets and has like 2 catches in 2 straight.
Especially after he had a monster season last year. He's like, you know what I can do.
Exactly.
You know what I can do. Yes, you're doing it right now.
Being an that's incestuous prick.
Incestuous?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you know that I don't know?
I don't know.
I keep calling this guy Mansour Duhaime. It's Delane. I'm a freaking idiot. Can't read. Need my glasses. Well, I just kind of spoiled it. I got Dallas. I got Mansour falling this far.
Okay.
Their corners are garbage on Dallas. Their defense was horrendous. We watched it all year. All year, people just smoking them on defense. This guy, the number 1 corner, falls to him at 12, Mansour Delane out of LSU. Trayvon Diggs is obviously not the answer. They pay that guy a bunch of crap money, and he's just looking like god awful.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to try again. They're going to go with Mansour Delane at 12. If they don't, but I'm very much in the same boat as you, where I could see them trading up if they want to make a flashy pick, or trading down, because in this, like, what they really want, I'm sure, is another pass rusher. They don't see anybody they would want at that 12 spot of value. They're like, we could go down, we could get somebody, or maybe we go up and try. Maybe they go up to 3 to try and get David Bailey or Reese, whoever kind of is left over there too. But outside of that, yeah, I don't know. Or to your point, if they trade him and get Jeremiah Love, they really just kind of blow the doors off. But I'm going to go with Mansour at 12.
Okay.
All right, so next up, Lucky 13. You got the Rams, the LA Rams. Your Rams. Oh, yeah, you boys. Yeah, you love you some ramming for sure. Well, who you got, man? Come on. Who you got? The Los Angeles Rams.
I think they're looking to fill the void left by, I already forgot his name, Aaron Donald.
Oh, okay. DT. All right.
Yep. I think they're going Akeem Massador.
You do a Massador. Okay.
I do.
All right.
I think they feel like they've got the offensive pieces.
Okay.
They just need to shore up that defense a little bit better. Might take them over the hump for a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but I've seen a lot of mocks, and I know that you're trying to go in blind because you're like, I don't want to be distracted by what other people are saying.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of mocks having Mekhi Lemon going here.
Just cross him out. I don't think they're going to pick him.
That just seems like a luxury pick.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Devontae Adams is getting older. He had a resurgent season for you guys. Yes, Puka is messed in the head.
Yeah.
Still a great receiver.
Maybe they know something about Puka we don't.
Maybe they do. But yeah, all the buzz is on Mekhi Lemon right now. I love Mekhi Lemon. Yeah. I think I told you that. I thought that he was really just, like, the interviews were overblown for him. And I think that he's a standout and he could be so incredibly great. I just don't see that here. I see that being a luxury pick. Why not pick a guy that can continue to help you protect your most valuable player in Matt Stafford? Their offensive line was not fantastic last year. He did have moments where he was scrambling around for his life.
Yes, sir.
So I got them taking the big man out of Georgia, Morgan Freeling, at 13. Because I already got Proctor off the board. And again, if I could rank premier positions in drafts, it'd go quarterback, edge rush, and then tackle.
It's true.
So it's like, if you're looking at best available here, I think they would take him. If it's Proctor or Freeling that's available, I think they're going to go offensive lineman there.
To protect the other Bulldogs.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, full circle.
I like it. That is a good pick, man. I'm sleeping on the offensive lineman. I don't know if I just want to go for the sexier guy.
He like the
My
sexy.
draft, but yeah, offensive line. I don't know. I feel like you're right though. They are just offensive tackles. They are just what's really gonna make your team better, and you're not gonna notice it.
Well, and you were going on the other side. You know, you went in the trenches. We talk about like we both are in the frame of thought of good teams win in the trenches. So you're just going on one side and going on the other.
Yeah,
that's it. All right. Got the Ravens, your favorite, the Baltimore Ravens. New look Ravens, new head coach, new OC. You know, Lamar's still there.
I know.
But what else is new, man? Who you got helping out Baltimore trying to take down your Steelers?
I think they're going to continue to just go down this wide receiver route.
Man.
And Lemon.
Oh, you got Lemon going.
I think that could be such a perfect pick. Once again, that front office just has probably the best wide receiver in the draft sitting right there for him to take.
Yeah, that does seem like just a Baltimore move where they just have the best thing available that they need. Oh, this is exactly what we needed. Yes. It just fell right into our laps. Yep. Kyle Hamilton all over again. Freaking Kyle Hamilton. Could have been a commander.
I know.
Could have been a commander.
And they wouldn't even have to worry about taking Caleb Downs.
Great. Whatever. I like that pick. I think that they've been burned too many times. They got Zay Flowers. They've again, much like the Chiefs, they're like, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep taking first-round wide receivers just to have them be
so-so.
Also rans. Yeah. Like, so I say they're not going to do that. I think what they are going to do is they're going to be like, okay, Lively's gone. Mark Andrews is a year older. I got Sadiq.
Okay.
I got Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon going to Baltimore to fill what likely left. We know that Lamar Jackson likes throwing to his tight ends. Sadiq is an athlete. You can line him up all over the field, and he's a weapon. He's a wide receiver, not light, wide receiver heavy, if you will.
Yes.
So I see them stealing this because I think that Tampa Bay would have loved to have Sadiq, but I think that I got Baltimore taking Kenyon Sadiq at 14.
Since you had Lemon gone, Sadiq is the pick for the Ravens. But I think with Lemon,
I didn't have Lemon gone. I said I thought that the Rams might take Lemon.
Oh.
But I had him taking Freeling.
Oh, okay.
So Makai's still on my board.
Oh, he is, okay.
But I got Sadiq.
Okay.
Because again, I just because I Baltimore, I can't see them. We did this again. It's like we've got 2 number 1 wide receivers on our team. I mean, if you want to count Hopkins, he was a 1 a long time ago. Like, we can't keep going down this road, man. So I think that they're gonna
get it right.
Oh my God. So I think they go Sadiq here at 14. All right, and then this is our last pick before we jump to 21. 15, the Tampa Bay Bucks. Your boy.
You segued it to me.
I did.
Sadiq.
Yeah. Kenyon Sadiq.
It's a perfect fit. You kind of got me thinking that the Ravens might want to take Sadiq as well. I actually think he's a little. I mean, he's a wide receiver. He's not a tight end.
Yeah.
I just can see him years down the. He's just going to line up as a wide receiver at some point.
Yeah, probably.
And
he's a Colston, Marquise Colston.
Yeah.
Comes in the league as a tight end and just goes like, you know what, I'm a receiver.
I would have expected more. Maybe it's. I was thinking about that because I said that before. I was like, maybe the offense, they just didn't want to continuously go there. They spread it out more. They had a different offensive approach. That could be part of it. I don't know. He just didn't impress me as much as everyone thought. I mean, he's a workout warrior. He's Vernon Davis, maybe, at the peak.
Yeah.
And he was good. He was really good for a few years. But then you always wanted more from Vernon Davis, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, combine freak. You just blew the doors off. And you just thought he was going to be, the Gronkowski or something along those ilk. Or Tony Gonzalez, I guess, at that time. And he just never kind of, showed up there. All right. Well, I got Sadiq gone, and luckily for them, we're just flip-flopping these. They lost Mike Evans. Chris Godwin is 30 with a ton of injuries. They got Egbuka, but how am I pronouncing? I'm pronouncing his name.
Egbuka.
Egbuka.
Yeah.
Igbokwe. But he tailed off at the end of that season, man. And I think people just kind of figured it out. Godwin and Igbokwe kind of remind me of the same guy. They're kind of like a slot guy. They like to kind of cut in. They need a guy on the outside. The new Mike Evans just falls in their lap.
Yeah, he
and
does.
Makai Lemon.
Yeah.
Makai Lemon takes that Mike Evans like third down goal line guy, the monster, and he slides right in for Tampa Bay. Everybody's hyping Makai, and I'm excited to see where Makai goes. And as long as he doesn't go into my division, I'm going to be rooting for him. I just think I think that this is a guy that you're going to see for a long time. And these last three teams, I think I could reasonably see all of them taken. Because again, I'm hearing the buzz of the Rams like him. It makes sense for me, with the Ravens. Even though if I was Ozzie Newsome, I was like, we can't do this again. We can't do it.
You're right.
And then Tampa Bay, again, we lost Mike Evans. Lemon's there. Let's just freaking take him. He's just perfect fit.
Yeah.
So that's why I got them taking Makai Lemon at 15. All right. How you feeling? Are you feeling good on your 15?
I am. You've got me thinking on a few different things. I think the big one is maybe my Commanders pick. I don't know. I just didn't see Caleb Downs in there anywhere, really, and I don't know about it.
Yeah. I know. It's like he was like the man lost, right? It's like because he could go so many places.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you blink and you're like, oh, he said, because at that same point, I had him sliding until I, at the last second, decided I'm going to put him with KC because he's that talented.
Yeah.
And KC is one of those organizations where they're like, we're taking best available. We're not worried about need. We're taking best available. And that's who we think is on our big board, and that's who we're taking.
I just thought that, like, Kansas City, for instance, they seem to do what the Steelers did with wide receivers for a while. Just some guy, Emmanuel Sanders in, like, the 5th round.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown in the 6th. This Chiefs just seem to get these Pro Bowlers. What did they? They won a Super Bowl with like a 6th and a 7th rounder in the secondary.
Yeah.
So it was a part of me that was like, I think maybe they've got an eye on some guy in the 4th, 5th, or whatever round, and they're like, we've made it work. Maybe we can just rather have a strong edge rusher. But yeah, I mean, going through this draft with you, it's just I feel like any team is going to have a choice at getting someone that's going to infinitely help their team.
That's the hope. I mean, I think everybody is. This is, and maybe that's the part of the great thing about the draft is that it's all hopeful. Everybody's just like, we're super hopeful.
It's like looking at your fantasy sports team after the draft.
Yeah, like, how could I ever fail?
Yeah.
Like I did with my baseball draft. I'm like, I look like a genius, and oh my god, we're not gonna go there. But yeah,
to be an uncharted territory.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna be last for the first time, I think, in my fantasy career.
Screenshot that.
No, you can. That'll be your backdrop for the next. You'll have a virtual background, and it's gonna be me in last place. Yeah, the Sunny Styles pick you did terrifies me, God, because it's like, again, there's a couple guys that I really like. Jeremiah Love, obviously, I love Sunny Styles, and of course the pass rushers up top. They all fall. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. Like I'd be okay with Caleb Downs, but that's high. I'm not a guy that wants to take a guy in the top 10 at that position.
Me too.
But if he's the best, he's the best, so who knows. All right, but let's time travel to pick 21.
Yes.
And then we're just gonna go right there. Who you got? Pittsburgh, your Steelers at 21. Who you got?
At this point, if it's anybody other than Ty Simpson, I will be happy. You sent me that super report.
I did.
Adam Schefter. I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
And then after Ty Simpson just said about Indiana and their defense, they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything exotic. They just,
You're like, no.
So you knew what they were going to do, and you still couldn't stop them. You still couldn't make the right read and throw when you knew where they were going to be. Yeah, that's the quarterback that I really want on my team as a first rounder. No. God, I hope the Pittsburgh Steelers saw that and said, you know what? If we had a doubt we weren't going to take him, here's our doubt. We just ain't going to take him. If he's somehow available in the 2nd round, I mean, okay, take a
flyer on the guy.
Yeah.
No. Not that draft capital. Absolutely not.
I want us to go back to, and I just don't know if we are, because we went and hired Mike McCarthy. There were so many good young coaches out there. Makes me think that the new Rooney just doesn't want to do anything that his dad did. I'm gonna hope that's not true.
Okay.
This is me just picking with my heart
Uh-huh.
because I just want the unsexy Big Mama Jamma, and I'm being a little bit of a homer.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm going Penn State with Ulai Vavenga. Yo, yo, yo,
Ione. There you go. There you go. Good try, man. You did good college try there. I know, yeah, the unsexy pick, but I've been seeing it. I know you have too. Offensive guard for Penn State,
Yes.
keeping it at
Joey
home.
Porter Jr.
There you go.
He's done okay.
Yeah.
So let's keep it. Let's keep it with some Penn State Nittany Lions.
Okay.
I'd be happy with any offensive lineman they take in this position, who best available. I think he's at this. I think he might be the best available at that point in time.
Yeah.
If that tackle from Utah is somehow still available, they should take him. But I think he'll get taken. So yeah, that's who I'm going with, and I will be happier than can be with that pick.
Okay. All right. Um, you know, I was taking all that hype. I thought you were going to take wide receiver. You're talking all this crap about the Steelers taking a wide receiver, taking a wide
I
receiver.
don't think any are good there to take.
I think that you guys are really going to play with the idea of Omar Cooper there at 21. And I know you love it because he went to Indiana.
National champion.
But I wasn't a believer in that. I wrote this down. I was like, this is who Semko's going to pick. Because you wanted some of the section, you had been talking about wide receivers. So I was like, Omar Cooper. He's going to want to pick Omar Cooper. That's who he's going to want. I can definitely see the OG. I can see the guard out of Penn State. Again, it just makes sense. It's a very Pittsburgh move. And, it's got all the smackings of a Pittsburgh pick. He went to Penn State.
I know.
He's a bloody knuckles kind of guy in the trenches that's just going to protect our quarterback, whoever that may be.
Yes.
But I also looked at your secondary, and I was not enthralled. Jalen Ramsey's great.
Yeah.
He's getting older. I mean, the other guy was getting smoked all the time. Joey Porter Jr. is okay in some points, but he's not great. So I was actually looking at Jerron McCoy, the corner out of Tennessee, as a potential for the Steelers.
I think he'll be taken by then, but I wouldn't be mad if we got him either.
Yeah. So I'm going to go just because I was waffling between Jerron and your boy Ione. Yeah. But you picked Ione, so I'll bob when you weave, and I'm gonna say Jerron McCoy goes to your Steelers at 21. All right, man. So good luck to you. I mean, this is one of the only times I'll say good luck because, again, I'm trying to stay hopeful for you, man. Hopefully you get who you're looking for. I've very rarely been down that low in a draft at 21. We were there, last year? And, we had
a couple years ago. I'd almost rather just a period of sustained success and maybe not make an NFC championship game, but at least be competing for a division title, wild card for 4 or 5 years.
Oh, thanks.
I would really want that because this spiking that goes with you.
It's a roller coaster ride.
It is, and I think you guys need.
I can't live. It's like my ticker can't take it.
That's what I'm saying. I want you guys to live long. I don't want you to just get severely disappointed after a great year. So I honestly hope you guys get Sonny Styles.
God, I hope so.
I do.
I've already it's sad, but the ship has sailed on Jeremiah Love. It has. That's just not happening. Someone's gonna just salivate and foam at the mouth, and either Tennessee's gonna just take him at 4, or somebody like you said is gonna trade him and try and grab him, which sucks. But Sonny Styles is a hell of a consolation prize if we can make that happen.
Yeah.
If your freaking G-men do that to me, I'm gonna be so mad. So mad.
Be called it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. And I've already told you, it's I don't want Carnell Tate. God bless him, but it's the fact, and and this is not a dig at Carnell Tate, but again, I've even looked at mock drafts, and they're all the teams that they have Carnell Tate going to. Again, he's not the one. It's I've seen him go to the Giants. He'd be a 2. Us 2 to Terry McLaurin. It's why am I wasting a first-round pick on a second wide receiver? He should be a 1.
That's kind of what I was thinking of when I was the Browns. They don't have a 1.
They got Jerry Jeudy, and he'd be a 1A, 1B type situation. Yeah. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Once again, top 10 pick to be a
2?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. But whatever. That's our NFL draft. We're sticking to it. Excited to see it. Sad I won't be doing it with you. That would have been a great. Maybe when we build up to this next year, we'll do it right next to each other. Yeah,
That'd be fun.
they will. It's like we'll get I'll get a big 100-inch, and I'm like, babe, it's for the podcast.
Yeah.
It's for work.
We can write it off.
Can we?
I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, sure. It's like, do we have a tax ID already? Oh my god, it's like I just got done with taxes. How are your taxes, by the way? Did you get those done?
I think my wife got them done on like January 1st.
Not me, not this guy. 2 days before,
Nice.
right at the end. I had a lot of stuff going on, but I got it.
You did.
Yeah.
Which is why maybe before all that stuff you should have done.
Nah, it's not going anywhere. It's done. It's done. And we're done.
Fine.
I already got the approval that they've been submitted and approved. I'm like, okay, great. Or I don't know if it's approved, but they're like, we've received them.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, you've received
There
them.
is a part of me that I really do kind of want to see Work B go. Because I don't think Work B go would be a procrastinator like he was with these taxes.
No, yeah, I don't like doing that. I just like having stuff set so that I can play later, right? Yeah, like I can do this later. It's like I can't procrastinate at work and still do this. That's not happening. But yeah, so we've procrastinated long enough with the NBA playoffs. You know, you're kicking and screaming. You have me doing this, but we got to talk about it. Okay. It's the NBA playoffs, man. There's a couple highlights that I think you want to talk about. We will talk about who we think's gonna win each round all the way up to the finals, and we're gonna pick our winners, aren't we? We're gonna do it fast. We spent like an hour and 30 minutes on the draft. We're gonna spend like 10 minutes on this.
It's not going to take long.
No, we'll go fast.
But
so
we want to have it on the record so that when we botch everything, you can come back and let us know what we missed.
Yes. Or if I just stumble into having everything right, maybe I need to go into the NBA.
That would be awesome.
You know, my favorite betting, there's Dwight's got Dwightonomics at Vegas.
Yeah.
I got Beagonomics when it comes to sports betting for basketball. I'll tell you about it later. We don't have time for it now.
Okay.
Maybe on another one. Will Billy knows all about Beagonomics. And he's piggybacked off of it a little bit too. Right. Made a little money. But so the playing games are done. We've already half of the games have already gone through the first game of the series. So we're not technically getting right in, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I don't think one game down is really going to change our picks. Bit of a change of a guard though. You've got Miami out. You've got Golden State out.
Yeah.
You've got the Clippers out. Like you got a lot of teams that a lot of people were thinking were going to, go deep in the playoffs that aren't. Well, one of which, the Warriors is just like, they just can't get back on top of that mountain, man.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you, man, is this it? Is this it for Steph? And is this it for Draymond? Is this the end of that version of that dynasty? Even Steve Kerr, like he's talked about, am I going to be sticking around? It's like, I don't know. It's like these jobs are not forever.
Yeah.
So
I think as much as it pains me, I think it's just probably time to start anew. Steve Kerr, you've lasted longer than probably 98% of coaches do on a team. The success you've had, it's just you're gonna need a new team, a new message. It's just Draymond and Steph are not gonna be able to carry the torch. Steph could honestly go to another team and probably help them win a championship.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know if he'd do that. He might just stick it out and do like Kobe Bryant. I don't know if he wants to leave. I would love to see him and Clay play again. Those are probably two of my favorite players to watch play together. So there's just that's like a pipe dream.
Yeah.
I think it's over for them. Draymond just needs to go. Maybe they can do something with Kerr and Steph, but it was one heck of a run. Drafting those guys, Klay Thompson. They got Kevin Durant. They didn't really need Kevin Durant.
He was the icing. Yeah.
Icing. But they were just able to get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
Locking down LeBron.
Man, yeah. His he'll always be the glue. We talk about glue guys. Yeah. I mean, he's the epitome of that for that team.
And you have to have guys like that. I mean, the Bulls had Ron Harper.
Yeah.
Robert Horry was there for the Lakers. Every team needs that guy.
But I know you love all the hate that Ron Harper has for LeBron. I know you love that so much.
Of course, as he should. As most of these older guys do too.
Yeah.
Which I love that.
But yeah, so the end of Steph and Draymond, but it's not all sour on a sour note. Before we actually get into our picks, man, there is another. reason for hope with the NBA, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this was the most watched regular season in the last 24 years. 170 million people tuned in for this season of the NBA's regular season. I was not one of them. I was not one of those 170. But maybe it gives me hope. I was like, all right, maybe something's changed. Do you have any reason why you could see that kind of coming back into the fold?
Part of it I wanted to say was there's just more places you can watch it.
Okay.
It was easier to watch.
Yeah.
There is a part of me too though that I think look, I don't know if it's a huge coincidence that 24 years, that's about as long as LeBron's really been in the league. I just think the constant LeBron focus on everything. I think Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs, it's something different to
Yeah.
watch. Shy and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Cade Cunningham in
Yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit.
I
One
watched their
seed
school.
Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, no Cade for it. But watching his team, watching those teams with these newer stars actually staying on a team and playing, I think it's attracting. I think the young fan base still likes all that goes on. It's a good mix because you still have the attitudes of your Durants and your Westbrooks and LeBron. But I think you're getting some of the older generation is kind of coming back because it's actually these guys are playing for the team. They're playing a little bit better basketball. Jokic is fun to watch.
Yep.
So I think it's a good mix for the NBA and it's a good transition for them because it's going to start being more about the basketball and not as much the personalities. And I think it's going to get everybody kind of involved.
Personally, I think it's because we're starting to see again the death of the super teams, right?
That too.
Like, when, LeBron went to Miami, and then there were other formulations of that. You had the disaster of the Brooklyn
Yeah.
Durant Brooklyn team, or even the Durant Suns team.
Yes.
It finally got back to, and the other thing is that there's so much disparity right now. It's like, yeah, OKC is a probably the favorite to win the whole thing again. But you got other like up and comers. You got Detroit as a 1 seed. They're a 1 seed.
Yeah.
They were a bottom feeder 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You got San Antonio 2 seed. You got Wembanyama, a new superstar in the league. You've got and even the old guard. You got LA playing Houston. You got LeBron playing Kevin Durant.
That is cool to
That's
see.
a cool thing to see, right? And then you see a Cleveland team surviving and thriving without LeBron. I like seeing that. And then some of the big markets, again, they're still going to drive stuff. So you got Boston and New York in it as a 2 and a 3. So, but there's a lot of disparity, right? Even though you might have people favorites, it's like even 5 years ago, like a LeBron-led team, you're like, this team's making it to the finals.
It was the
Like we
Warriors.
talked about, the Warriors against the Cavs or the Warriors against the Heat. We were like, why are we even playing this regular season? We know this is going to be the outcome.
Yep.
So what's the point in watching? That with load management, so the 65-game rule, maybe it's starting to kind of kick back in. Hey, I'm going to watch because my favorite player, one of the best athletes, is actually going to be playing in the game now.
Yep.
So hopefully this is a thing to come. Maybe I'll eventually come back. It'll probably be an action. I'll just be flipping through. Like, oh, look, there's an NBA. I'll sit around for a little bit. But so, I mean, good things to come, changing the guard, right? The demise of your Warriors, if that's the case, that might be better for basketball.
I think it is. Sometimes it is good to have a polarizing team like that because you either love them or hate them, and they're great for talking about. But when you know that they're just going to steamroll into the finals, it does lend to one of those why kind of watch, other than if you just really want to watch a guy play, but they're just kind of randomly tuning in.
Yeah.
You're right. The super teams being gone, and plus that doesn't dominate the headlines even during a season. Where's Kevin Durant going to go? Where's LeBron James going to go? It's so nice knowing that all these superstars are staying on their team next year.
Yeah.
It's more, what do they need to do either themselves to get over a hump, or who do they need to bring in to help? That's not going to be a superstar. It's going to be someone in the draft. It's going to be a free agent to help actually see a team rise up and kind of like do the Detroit Pistons a little bit. Actually go through some adversity or go through some growing pains. And even Orlando Magic right now, I mean, they've got a few guys drafted. They're on the up and up.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. The Charlotte Hornets are a fun team to watch.
Yeah, Charlotte Hornets, man.
And those guys aren't going to go anywhere. Like, they're just not going to all leave at the end of this season. and do what always happened as well. That was the other thing was you'd have a team that have a couple superstars. They would just demand a trade to leave and leave that team with nothing. So that ain't happening anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Changing the guard, hopefully. Yeah. We'll see. All right, but let's get into the NBA playoffs. Let's start picking some matchups. So we'll start with the Eastern, then go Western. We'll go right to left, if you will.
Let's do it.
So you mentioned it at the top of this conversation. Detroit's a 1 seed, but they're doing it without Cade. So you got Detroit and Orlando. Again, all things fair. Orlando has won the first game of the series, 112 to 101. Who you got coming out of this?
Detroit did hang on to the 1 seed, so they're still not a bad team. I think they're gonna fight and claw to get through, but it might be 6 or 7.
Okay.
But they will get through.
All right. On the other, it's like, without Cade, without your superstar, and Orlando's got a good team. They got do they got both or one of the Wagner twins? They got the Wagners, Franz, or is it Franz? Moritz. They got Franz.
Yeah.
Franz. They got Franz Wagner. They got Paolo Banchero. They got some talent on that team.
Roll.
Yes. It's my Cardi B. Okay, baby. So yeah, I got Orlando surprising people. Again, it's a shame because you'd like to see Detroit finally getting to the top of the mountain and have their best guy. But I don't know. I think that Orlando, and they won the play-in game. They lost. This is weird. They lost the first play-in game, and then they won the second one, so they're in.
I know.
This is weird. But I think that they're motivated, and they've got enough talent on their team that I think that they can pass the Pistons. And again, if the Pistons had been there before, if the Pistons made it last year and they were a 1 seed or even close, and they fell flat on their face, I feel better for them now. But now they're the 1 seed. Yeah. So I feel like this might be I'm going to fall flat on my face, and then I'll be ready next year.
Yeah.
So I got Orlando beating Detroit. And a big upset. 8-1. Ooh. Yes. Hey, come on. Give me my big upset. All right. So Cleveland, Toronto, man. Who you got in this battle of the borings?
I know. I have Cleveland. I think they want to. I mean, they were the 1 seed last year. They got upset by, I think, the Pacers, if not the Knicks.
Hey, DW's Pacers.
DW's Pacers.
Where are they right now?
Fan.
Yeah.
They're fighting. They're probably going to get the 5th draft pick overall. So they can't get any of the big 4. But no, I think the Cavaliers are just better than the Raptors. I don't really know much else about the Raptors other than they have overpaid quickly.
Scotty Barnes.
They do have Scotty.
They got a lot of random I guess cast-offs, right? They got RJ Barrett. You remember RJ Barrett from Duke? On that Raptors team. They got Brandon Ingram
from Duke.
They got a lot of Dukies. And of course they got Scotty Barnes, who's like their one, right? From Florida State. I did just like that. I'm not gonna lie. Come on. But I mean, they've got some talent. They've got raw talent. But again, Cleveland, they added James Harden. They got Donovan Mitchell. They got Evan Mobley. They got Jared Allen. Yeah. They got a D Wade on their team.
Do they?
Yes, they do. They got Dean Wade. He's a white boy though, so
they got Dean Wade and Sam Merrill.
Sam Merrill,
white boy that can shoot.
Yes. So I think that the James Harden implosion won't happen in the first round.
Agreed.
It will happen, just not in the first round. Right. So I got Cleveland beating Toronto on that one too. All right. How about New York and Atlanta?
New York they're just a better team. Brunson's just going to get a bunch of calls in the playoffs, and Karl Anthony Towns. Those two are better.
That's enough. That's a dynamic duo that they have right there. But don't sleep on what is it? Anunoby? Anunoby? Yeah, OG.
Yeah. And Josh Hart.
Josh Hart's the glue guy, man. He's just going to get it done.
He's like your 10 triple-double type guy.
I mean, good on the Hawks. They're doing it with CJ McCollum, a Wizards cast-off. Who, I mean, I'm just happy that he found somewhere else to play in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing about that Hawks team that screams deep in the playoffs. Yeah. So, and Knicks got close last year.
They did.
So yeah, Knicks got to win this.
Knicks are a good team.
Yeah. All right, and then you got Boston, from Boston to another super annoying city, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Annoyings.
Philly's just a dumpster fire.
It is.
Boston, I mean, they won by like 50 today.
Yeah, 120 or 30, 123 to 91. Let's give Philly a little bit of credit. They kept it within the 50
Nice.
bucket.
Well done.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have Embiid has P. I don't think he played today. I don't know what his deal is.
Podcast, please.
So they're done. It's a sweep, easy. If they get it within 10 points in any game, no, they probably will. It's the NBA. Max, you'll go for 40 or something.
You know, I this version of the Philadelphia 76ers, I feel like it's always going to be like what if Kawhi Leonard didn't hit that corner three
You're right.
to
I know.
beat them? What if? Would they have gone all the way? Would they have gone all the way and won the whole thing? Because that's what the Raptors did.
That's what the Raptors did.
I don't know. That's going to be their... Like, Embiid's going to have that in his head. Because he was the one who was guarding Kawhi on that shot. You remember that?
That's one of the craziest shots.
It was. You know it's crazy because Kawhi, for once, actually showed emotion.
I know.
He was, yes! I was like, oh my God, is that the same guy? Holy cow. But yeah, no, Philadelphia is a shell of that team. And they're just broken. They just seem broken.
Yeah.
They don't know how to fix it. And it's a shame because they had all the talent in the world. And like from the Markelle Fultz debauchery in that pick to bringing in these guys and getting rid of, like, Tobias Harris was a great pickup.
Yeah.
They did nothing with it.
Nope.
And I just don't think they know what to do. And then sometimes you got to look at the superstars and be like, okay, Embiid, you're just not doing it. Like,
he can't stay healthy. You grab Ben Simmons, and he obviously he had issues when he was even in Australia.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be shocked with where his career's gone. So yeah, I think they were the creators of the straight tank. And part of me is glad that
trust the process, right? Yeah.
Part of me is glad that it just didn't come to fruition.
Because you don't like the tank.
I don't like the tank.
You're not a tanker. All right. So let's move quickly to the next round. So I think you said you got Detroit hanging on against Cleveland. So who you got in Detroit, Cleveland? And now that we've gone over the teams, let's just go winners real quick.
Cleveland, baby.
You got Cleveland over Detroit.
Pistons just can't do it.
All right. And then in New York and Boston, who you got?
I think it's going to be a really good series.
This should be.
Yeah, this is actually one I really do want to watch. They've played the last few seasons, I think almost every playoff, and they've been good. But Boston's on a roll, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're a freight train right now. They were doing well without Tatum, and now Tatum has come in, and he has just kind of. I'm happy to see it because he's playing kind of like a European. He's just, this team is doing something. I don't want to take over like I usually would. I don't really want to get in the way. I'm just here to play with these guys.
I'm just supporting.
He's supporting.
Yeah, I'm just a supporter.
I'm all for that.
All right. So you got Boston. All right. So then the next step, you got Cleveland and Boston. Who you got winning that Eastern bid?
It's just like when Boston, I think, won their lone championship, everyone sits there and says they had the easiest path. This is an easy path because Cleveland with James Harden in a conference finals, you're going to see the same James Harden. And I think they're going to steamroll. They might lose 2 games.
Yeah.
And it might be to the Knicks. And that's it until they get to the finals.
Okay. So you got Boston being the Eastern finals champ. All right. I got Cleveland over Orlando. Orlando sneaks past Detroit on a half healthy team.
Yeah.
But Cleveland's healthy and they've got a lot of talent, so they're just gonna kind of knock them out. And then I feel like this is the matchup. The Knicks and Boston. My head says Boston all the way like you do, but I'm like, I don't want to see. I hate dynasties.
Okay.
I hate seeing the same people. So, and I want to believe in Mr. Zesty and Karl Anthony Towns. Okay. Mr. Zesty. He's finally going to come out. Jalen's going to, again, further supplant himself as a superstar in the league.
Okay.
So I got the Knicks beating Boston. I think that, to your point, Tatum's coming back, but he's still kind of trying to figure out his place on this new Boston team. And I think that becomes a problem because maybe Boston It's like, crap, Tatum, we need you. He's like, well, I haven't been the guy, and now you need me to be the guy. I'm not ready for that. And I think that maybe that kind of creates some squabbles. So I got New York beating Boston, and I got same thing. It's like the James Harden implosion is going to happen. So it's just going to happen the next round. So I got the Knicks beating the Cavs, and I got the Knicks
Okay.
going to the finals.
That would be good. That would be good for the league. It's a Knicks team I can kind of get behind. But yeah, it would be nice for them and the league to get into the finals again.
Yeah. All right, so let's go over to the Western side.
Go.
So this should be a quick one. OKC Phoenix. Okay.
They literally won by 50, I think, today.
Wait, what do you think 30 is 50? They won by 30. 119 over 84.
Okay. This is why there shouldn't even be a 9th and 10th team that can get in, because the ones you shouldn't lose by 30 points if it's the playoffs. That means you've got too many teams in there. I don't care if it's at home and you're the 1 seed. 8's enough.
Hey, I got Orlando as the 8 seed beating.
It's like when the Bulls didn't have Derrick Rose. They're completely gone.
Remember when the Baron Davis Golden State Warriors as an 8 seed knocked off? Who'd they knock off?
Oh, it was the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, the Dirk Mavs.
Games,
yeah,
like parties going on.
Yeah,
like me, you, and Will in one of the rooms.
Bro, shut up.
We're trying to watch the game. Because it was just unbelievable. I mean, Monta Ellis was throwing like half the buses that were going in. It was
just destiny.
It really was.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
All right, so yeah, OKC blown by Phoenix.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's on. Booker's still on Phoenix?
On Phoenix.
Who else?
They got the guy from the Durant trade, Jalen Green.
Oh, okay.
On Phoenix.
Yeah, okay. That's going to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Now here's a good one. You got the LeBron Lakers and the Durant Rockets.
Well, Durant didn't play in the first game.
Yes, he did not, and they lost by 10.
They did, and I think that is the difference. I think Durant's going to come back. No Luka. I don't think he's going to come back for this series. The Lakers, if they get by, they could be scary if Luka comes back, but I think Durant and the Rockets win.
Okay.
Please, Durant and the Rockets.
Please. All right. How about Denver, Minnesota? You got 2 potential MVPs, or like perennial MVPs right now in Jokic and Michael Jordan's illegitimate son.
I know, right?
Not really, but Ant Edwards.
These guys always play in the playoffs.
Yeah, they do.
It's great basketball.
It is.
If I didn't love Jokic and Murray as much as I do, I'd probably want to see like the T-Wolves make it. But I can't go against my guy, man. I'm a Jokic guy, and there is a part of me that Anthony, he just got to keep it in his pants and stay off social media and play some basketball. But he's a good player.
Yeah.
But I think I don't think they're a good matchup either for the Nuggets. I think that's the Timberwolves problem.
Okay.
So I also like that we are kind of getting back into basketball, that a lot of it is kind of based on matchups, meaning that the different teams are kind of playing some different styles, and you really do got to try to make sure you find literally like the right matchup. And
that's true.
This is not good for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it's not a good matchup. All right, and then the upstart Spurs against them, surprising Portland Trailblazers.
Danny V.
Yes, I know. Another Wizards cast-off. Avdia freaking could have had a guy that's put up 45 and 5 every night. What the hell were we doing?
A lot of people in Washington were like, this guy's got game. I just don't know what's going on.
God,
Walt Whitman, or whatever his first name was.
Walt Whitman.
Who's the coach?
That's a poet. Walt Whitman.
Walter White?
That's that, oh, Captain, my captain. That's Walt Whitman.
Randy Whitman.
There you go. A little different.
Didn't want to play Danny.
And yeah, where is he now? Freaking probably in the ground with Walt. Jesus. All right, so the Spurs, Trailblazers. You give the Trailblazers any chance here? No, it's San Antonio all the way.
Spurs are freaking good.
Yeah. Man, I'm kind of lining you. The one that I'm waffling on is obviously the LA Houston. You got 2 over-the-hump vets that just know how to win games. The Luka piece, obviously, might be enough to motivate the Lakers. And again, I'm saying this from a 1,000-foot view in the sense of I'm not plugged in. I've seen the lineups, and Houston just seems like it has more around Kevin Durant than LeBron has. And, we've seen LeBron our whole adult lives play. And one thing that's been constant with this guy, he's not good in the last shot in these playoffs. He likes to give it to somebody else that is, and there's not somebody there right now. Austin Reeves, that's who you're gonna give it
Yeah.
to. Like he likes to distribute at the end, not take it himself.
Yeah.
KD's not afraid of that.
He wants.
Slim Reaper, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Slim Reaper. OKC, that's a cakewalk. Denver, Minnesota, until it's done. I'm not gonna pick Minnesota over Denver. I'm just not.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Portland's a good story, but I mean, you got a superstar in Wembanyama, and they've been playing fantastic. So I just got San Antonio kind of cruising. So okay, so you got OKC and Houston. Kevin Durant going back to OKC. Ooh, juicy.
That's just not going to be enough. OKC is just too stinking good.
Yeah, they're kind of just they're hitting their groove. Got the first one under them, and they just seem like nothing's changed. What we haven't our lineup hasn't changed. We're the same team that was able to accomplish what we accomplished all regular season. I look at the box scores; they're cruising all throughout the regular season.
Yeah.
So what makes you think that they're not going to be able to do the same thing here? So
especially in a 7-game series, you got to try to beat that team 4 times. I don't see it happening.
I mean, I believe OKC had the best record in basketball.
Did
18 losses. Yeah. So OKC over Houston. Slim Reaper falls down.
Yeah.
Stabbed by his own scythe. All right. How about Denver and San Antonio? This looks like a good matchup.
Yes. Must watch.
Changing the guard, maybe?
See, now that's the thing. There's a part of me I really want to see, because San Antonio and OKC do not like each other.
Yeah.
Wembanyama, they want to take down OKC. They want that. They've been calling them out like all year. The games they've played all year have been really good. I don't know if I'm ready to sleep on the Nuggets yet. If the Nuggets are healthy, because it seems like Gordon or Murray goes down at some point.
Yeah.
I just don't know if San Antonio is quite ready yet. Like, this just might not be their year. But I really want to see San Antonio OKC. But I think I'm going to give it to Jokic, man. I think he's going to pull it out. Might be the last time he can do that against the Spurs. I'm going Jokic.
You're going Yoke. You're going Yoke. All right. And then, so you got a rematch in OKC and Denver.
They went to 7 last.
They did.
Jokic.
Yeah, you were on the Jokic train. Toot toot.
Let's go.
Got Denver. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think Houston's got a chance against OKC. It's a good effort, but they're just too in tune.
Yeah.
Shai's just incredible. He's got a great team behind him. So I see OKC beating Houston. Denver, San Antonio. This one gives me pause because are we ready for the changing of the guard? We talked about this, right? Do we have them, passing it off and Jokic finding it's like we got another Euro that's better than me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't get around this guy. I literally can't get around this guy. But much like you, it's like I am like maybe in my old age, I'm picking a seasoned vet over uber talent youngin. So I got Denver winning that. So we're matched up there, OKC and Denver. This is where we'll split. I see this being the OKC start of the dynasty, which is a shame to see, and so I at least have to get them past into the West or into the finals. So I got OKC beating Denver in the rematch again, and I think that it doesn't go 7. I think they do it in 5 and really just punch them in the mouth and really establish that, like, no, we're the cream of the crop. Like, Denver's had their moment.
Yeah.
That moment is over. We are now establishing ourselves as the great Western superpower.
I mean, they could feel like they let it get away and go to 7 last year, which they kind of did, I think, because I think they won a couple games by blowouts against Denver.
Yeah.
And then kind of lost some close ones. You could be right about that.
Yeah. All right, so let's go into the finals. You got Denver and you got Boston. So Denver, Boston, man. What do you got?
Wrong chance to make it this far, but I'm Denver, baby.
You got man.
Let's
you're on
go.
the yoga. He's reading himself, huh? All right.
Get one more. This would be the last NBA championship he wins.
Okay.
Unless they somehow retool completely around him.
I mean, Jamal Murray is a great
He is.
guard.
He's one of the most underrated players in the league.
It's because he plays next to a perennial MVP.
Yes.
It's hard, and it's like it's for being somebody that talented to take a back seat. That takes a special kind of person.
And Klay Thompson.
Yeah,
Those two guys. I love both of them because of that.
yeah.
So credits. So I want to see him win too.
Okay. So you're in that hard kind of do
I
it.
know.
I, on the other hand, I got OKC versus New York.
OKC in 4.
Yeah. Like I said, I did see a dynasty happening right before our eyes. They did it right. They built. They plummeted to the depths of the garbage for a long time, and then they just continued to build and build and build and build, and they've just kind of done it very, very well.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm idealistic because we've got a lot of people on the Wizards staff now that came from OKC, so I want to see them do well, so I can see if we can replicate that in Washington. So I'm going OKC. Maybe not in 4. I'll give the Knicks 1 game at home.
Okay.
With Spike Lee watching on and Sam Jackson and Capital One right there with him, Jennifer Garner. But yeah, so I got OKC winning the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah. See Bigo B-ball. See if I've got any kind of legs with this type of stuff. Wow. If I get all these right.
Wow. He took the defending champion and the team with the best record in the league to win it all. Wow.
Hey, sometimes you got to go chalk. We learned that in the freaking brackets.
OKC is
sometimes you got to go
so
chalk.
stinking good.
Yeah. And I want, I want to have some parity and all that stuff, but I mean, I just can't.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I'm a layman's when it comes to basketball, but we'll see. All right, guys, we're over 2 hours now, 2:13. I like hockey better than I like basketball. We can't leave this on. So let's crank this out really quickly. Let's go with, you want to go each round, or you just want to go who we got in the finals and who we got winning the whole thing? With a few little non sequiturs.
A few little tidbits in there.
Okay.
I guess we'll do the Western Conference. Maybe I'll just say my piece and get to the winner of the Western Conference.
Okay.
And then you say your piece in the West.
Sounds good.
And we'll go that way.
Yeah.
Because we got the Avalanche playing the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Avalanche are going to roll, but I just want to point out that, what's his name? Jonathan Quick is retiring.
He is.
He had probably one of the greatest runs with the Kings.
Yep.
They were an 8 seed. They lost 4 games total on the way to winning the Stanley Cup.
As an 8 seed.
As an 8 seed. Jonathan Quick was also the goalie in the TJ Oshie game, USA versus
That's right.
Russia. Great American hockey player.
Yes.
Just want to give him his flowers because he had a great career. He won 3 total cups. He did win 1 with the Vegas Knights a couple years ago. He wasn't the main goalie, but he won 2 with the Kings. But that run as an 8 seed.
That's incredible, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But Colorado rolls. Oilers, I love my guy.
Connor
McDavid, but he doesn't have Leon Draisaitl. I think they're going to get past Anaheim. The Mammoth are playing Vegas. Vegas just got John Tortorella. He's going to whip them into defensive shape just in time. The Mammoth are, once again, we're just old guys. We don't want the new guys. They got to prove it first.
Yeah, they are. Is this their first year in the league, the Mammoth? Okay.
First year in the playoffs.
By the way, they should have been called the Yeti. That was their team.
I know.
Mammoth is okay. Yeti, way better.
Yeah, way better. And the Stars versus Minnesota. Minnesota got Quinn Hughes at the trade deadline. American hero.
America.
But their game has completely changed. Dallas has made it to 3 straight Western Conference Finals. I know it's not the same thing, but they remind me a lot of the Capitals. They just kind of kept the same team around, the same team, added maybe super small pieces, but that core was there. Mm-hmm. I just don't think they get any further. So I think Minnesota wins.
Okay, yeah, definition of insanity is attempting the same thing and expecting a different result.
Trying to get a new coach. Washington did that. I just don't think they got the talent in the playoffs to make it happen. They're a power play team. You don't get a lot of power plays. So I got the Avalanche playing Minnesota, Avalanche. Vegas playing the Oilers. I think without Draisaitl and the goalie situation in Edmonton, it gets to them. So Vegas and Colorado.
Yeah, I like Vegas. I also call it lost wages.
Nice.
Yes.
Hopefully it went through.
Yeah, I think it did.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas does upset Colorado, because how often does the main team, top team, President's Trophy winning team actually win?
Yeah.
but I am going to pick Colorado. Top to bottom, they are really good.
Yeah.
So I got Colorado in the West.
Okay. A lot of similarities here. Colorado, for all the stuff that you mentioned, Nathan McKinnon, outside of Connor McDavid, probably one of the best players in the world right now. He's got a lot of talent around him on that offensive side. Defense can even score on the power play. And they've got a tandem of goalies, even though one of them failed me in the fantasy hockey playoffs. But in Wedgwood and Blackwood, they got two Woods on their team. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like Colorado got Wood. Yeah, they got plenty. I see them. I just handling business with the Kings, the upstart Kings. Dallas, Minnesota. I'm kind of all over the place here. I think that Dallas. I'm going to go Dallas here. I can see this going either way. I just think that Dallas just got a little bit more firepower.
Okay.
And I just like Odinger, their goalie, a little bit more. I don't know why. I just do. For Vegas and Utah, yeah, I'm going to go Vegas over Utah. You know, Utah's an expansion team. They're still trying to kind of congeal, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's weird when you have guys all coming from different teams and you're trying to make this into a new team. It's cool when they do it. Vegas did it. I think that Utah's just a little bit too new to get that point, so I think Vegas is just more aligned and ready to roll, so they're going to fire off. Edmonton, again, bad spot with Draisaitl, but you marked it. The killer's going to be their goalkeeping, man. They don't have a goalkeeper. They shuffle those guys in and out nonstop.
I know.
So they don't have an answer at goal. Maybe they get lucky and they get a goalie hot, because we've seen that. We've seen some deep runs in the Stanley Cup playoffs with just getting a hot goalie at the right time.
I mean, 2 years ago, they had Stuart Skinner lead them to a Game 7 against the Panthers.
Yeah.
And he's been so up and down with them.
Yeah.
But he got hot. It worked.
But that's just so hard to just rely on and predict. Jesus, man. Like, we saw with the Caps in their deep runs, too. It's like Hopi we had in like AHL, and he became our hero.
He was benched for the first 2 games against the Blue Jackets. And then they were like, well, we got to try something. Let's put Holtby out there.
Worked like a charm. So, yeah, but I got Edmonton beating Anaheim. Anaheim's, again, too young. They got this guy that I had on my team, Beckett Seneke.
Yeah.
It seems like the real deal. And they got the big bruiser Gudas.
They do. But their goalkeeper Dostal is really good. They're a good team.
Yeah.
They're like a year or two away.
Yeah, they are. They need a good coach there, too. Dallas, Colorado. I mean, I'm just going to fast forward this. I got Colorado going all the way.
Okay.
Colorado beating Dallas. I'm kind of the same with you. I got Vegas beating Edmonton. No, you know what? I'm going to give Connors due.
Okay.
You know, we talked about this. You root for Connor, like just you being the best player in hockey, and you can't get there. Like, you got that last year, so close, Game 7. But you know, you root for a guy because he seems like a stand-up guy. He does it the right way, and he's just so incredibly talented. So I'll give them over Edmonton, but they're not going to beat Colorado. So I got Colorado beating Edmonton for the conference final over there. How about the East side? Who you got?
East. So apparently, watching some of the hockey, but also doing some of the research for this a little bit, apparently the Florida Panthers were just the perfect playoff hockey team.
Yeah.
Because everything I see from like likes of Tampa Bay and Carolina, the two other best teams in the Eastern Conference, just couldn't contend. They just literally, what's his name from Tampa Bay, Kucherov. They had two guys like Bennett and someone else on
Sam Bennett, yeah,
that just shut him down.
Yep.
Same with Carolina. So they're out now.
They're out. They didn't even make it.
Bobrovsky sucked.
Your boy,
my first round pick, dropped him.
Hey, DW, thanks for picking him up because it didn't work for you either.
But the Sabres being the 1 seed, they got that Luka Nauman guy.
Yeah.
He's awful.
You love him.
I hate him. I'm rooting for Boston, and I hate Boston because I don't want him to be any good. Lukaman has burned me.
When I drafted him, you were giving me so much crap, and then I dropped him because you were saying so much crap, and I should have kept him.
No, that Leland did start this other day, and Boston did win. But I just don't think – I think the Sabres run, it kind of ends when you get to playoff hockey, and Boston's got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Same with Tampa Bay and Montreal. It just seems top to bottom, those lines, very similar to kind of Colorado. Here's my big upset.
Ooh.
Because I'm convinced if you just started Linus Ullmark, you would have the belt right now. He's actually played really well.
Dude, the 2 games I started him, 4 goals. The 2 games I didn't, 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
hate him.
But the Senators, the league fear the Senators. They tried. This is what you do when there's a really, really good team and you're weary of them. What's the first thing you try to do when you play them? You try to get physical.
Drop close, baby.
And the Tampa Bay Lightning during the regular season, that 100 penalty minute game, because they wanted to try to send a message because they're weary. And what happened as soon as the game started? Captain on cap.
To Chuck, Jordan Stahl, drop them gloves. 3 seconds in.
3 seconds in. I think Olmark, he's going to be the big X factor. If he played, I mean, look, he gave up 2 goals. That's it. They need to score. I think they upset the.
Wow, that's a big upset, man.
I think they've got the talent to do it.
That is a big upset.
Penguins, Flyers. I love my Penguins. They can't play defense with a lick. Flyers are gonna win. So I got Boston playing Tampa.
Yep.
That's gonna be a good matchup. Old school. I got Tampa, top to bottom. They're better offensively in every line. Senators and the Flyers. Let's go Senators.
Yeah, man. You go. All right, you're all on board on the auto. Okay.
Yep. And then Senators, Lightning. The name. Avalanche in the final.
Ooh, okay. All right, man. So let's see here. Yeah, again, Buffalo seems like a faulty one.
Yeah.
They just do. Like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem right. And again, this might just be us being old fogies. They already took one against Boston. They're up on the series 1-0 right now. But
wait, did Buffalo come back and win?
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they won 3-4 or 4-3.
Oh man, okay.
So so they came back to win. I still don't think it's gonna last. I think that Boston's just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe this is just because we've seen Boston be so successful for so long that we're just like, it's Boston. It's the Bruins. They do hockey. So they look like a scary team, and they've got some really strong like skaters on that team. So I got Tampa Bay just taking that punch to the face and just bouncing back. They probably win the next 3. So I got Tampa Bay winning over Montreal. I'm not as bullish, and I have Tkachuk on my team. I had Olmark on my team. Not bullish on the Senators. I don't know where this is coming from. I got Carolina cruising through this.
Okay.
I think that the fight was a desperation move by Ottawa. They're like, we need something to kind of tilt in our favor.
Okay.
But I don't know if it was enough. I think Carolina is their 2 season. They're too good. They've been good for 2, 3, 4 years now. And I think they're a little bitter about how they fell to the Panthers last year.
Okay.
So I think that they're motivated. I think they're going to just roll past Ottawa. And then, Philly and Pittsburgh, again, two. I mean, that whole state can just go up in flames for all I care. But I can't pick the Penguins. So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Flyers. Yeah. The Boston, Tampa Bay, I'm not bullish on Boston after that upset on Buffalo. I got Tampa Bay winning that one. Okay. Carolina, I think, super strong too, so I got them crushing whoever comes out of that one in Philly. Okay. And I got Carolina beating Tampa Bay, but I think that's going to be a good series.
Yeah, it would be.
Huge series.
If that happens, that would.
But I got Carolina, so I got Carolina, Colorado, Killer Seas in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Vasilevsky's the better goalie. I don't know if having 2 goalies. Sometimes having 2 goalies means you don't have one.
Yeah, it's true.
So with that, Vasilevsky, Tampa, let's go. John Cooper, he's a brilliant mind.
Okay.
He's going to get some revenge, losing to Team USA.
Okay.
He's going to get a Stanley Cup to at least ease some of that.
Yeah, to lick them wounds. Yeah. All right. I guess, we were born on the East Coast, raised on the East Coast, so I guess we're Eastoid for life. Because I also got Colorado falling, but I got them falling to the Hurricanes. Okay. So I got Hurricanes beating Colorado in the Stanley Cup final.
Okay.
So, yeah, there you go. There you have it. Fade who you want.
Yeah.
Follow who you want. Or just ignore us completely. I feel like it's a mixed bag. It's probably 33% split in between, right? 33 to infinity and beyond. But we're going to stop here. We have so much more to go over, but we knew this was going to be a long one with the draft. Thank you for hanging in. We did hit our 2:30 mark. Let's go. Back to normal. Man, fun stuff. We got some things to talk about, guys. We got something really fun on the docket, possibly. That we're gonna need some unsuspecting candidates or some interviews, which we'll see if we have some volunteers or some involuntary volunteers, some nominees. That's a good way of putting it. Some more to come on that next week. We'll go over what we saw in that first round of the playoffs in both the NBA and the NHL, and then we'll do our recap of the draft.
Yep.
What we got right, what we got wrong, what teams we think had the best draft. Let's do it all, man.
It's going to be a lot, but we're going to try to fit in. We'll try to fit in some more non-sports topics a little bit. The draft got away from us a little bit.
Yeah, we got a Guinness World Record, and we've got a new dating idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot to go over on the non-sports stuff. And I got to give you your top May movies to watch, man. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. Yeah.
Maybe some of the series won't be that good, and there won't be that much to talk about.
Maybe.
So we can just...
Well, you know I'm not going to have anything to talk about the NBA. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought would happen.
Actually, I think we're not going to mention the NBA till maybe the finals.
Yeah, we did our picks. We don't need to go any further.
That's
all right.
So, no NBA next week. It might be a little bit of NHL, a little bit of NFL draft, and we've got a few other fun things.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
So
maybe I can just freaking board to work.
We're working on it. We're trying, guys.
Yes.
Sorry. But yeah, we're gonna try to make it all work. I'm trying to get the outro going.
But you don't have to, man, because we're we've got so much to kind of go over, guys, and we're gonna kind of we haven't even talked about AI Jesus, not to be confused with Karate Jesus. Imagine that, Semko, Karate Jesus.
I can't believe I'm more brilliant.
Yep, genius.
But that's another episode of Undrafted and Overconfident. Thanks for hanging with us, the two friends who've been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't agree on anything. Hit the follow button, drop a rating, and follow us at Instagram at Undrafted and Overconfident. And we'll see you next week. Different takes, same nonsense.
Peace.
Thanks, y'all.